Man, okay. I don't think YouTube likes the way I do the effects and stuff. I probably gotta tone it down, but because there's like bitrate things that happen, like bottlenecks and whatnot, artifacting, whatever. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the stream. Gonna be playing BallisticNG, one of my favorite casual games as of late. Well, for the past like year or so. Before I get into that though, how you guys been? What's up? YouTube is a little silly, I agree. Nice. Got the game open. Cool. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm still recovering from being sick. Oh, you asked as soon as yeah. I'm still a bit sick, to be honest. Oh, nice, knees. Wish you luck, man. Glad to see some familiar faces again. Finn, knees. Um, Only two people talking right now, but yeah, I don't know how familiar you guys are. I guess I'm gonna let the trailer demo thing play. 3, 2, 1, go! I played this game before casually on stream, but I'm gonna dedicate this whole stream to playing it. It's pretty much like a I'd say successor, but it's pretty much trying to be a game called Wipeout from 1990, I think 6. That's when the first Wipeout game in the series came out, and it's basically this anti-gravity racer where you're flying around on these ships on tracks going like upwards of 1,400 kilometers an hour, like breaking the sound barrier. I think the sound barrier might be like 1,500, 1,600 kilometers an hour. I don't remember. But as of about a couple years ago, I've been really into the Wipeout games. Like, they're pretty much my favorite racing games now, and I feel like I've gotten pretty decent at old school Wipeout games, not really the new ones. The old school being like Wipeout 1, 2097, and 3. And it's been really fun. It's a hard game with a huge skill ceiling, I think. Like, the potential for speed and like cutting down times on tracks are insanity. Like, I guess you can get the same out of like Gran Turismo or like Assetto Corsa, I suppose, but this takes it to like more of an arcade, like twitchy kind of way. Like twitchy as in like really fast, like super fast reaction times, super on the money. You're flying through these courses going literally, like I said, like upwards of like 1,500 kilometers an hour. Rank 50. Oh yeah, that means that means I've like pretty much beat the main campaign, which is the AGL, this like huge list here. I've diamond all of them, or platinum, I think. Yeah, that's what it's called. Um which is like expert difficulty, like you're going against bots that basically don't make a mistake. Which gets pretty frustrating at times. They use bullshit against you basically. Like they can't crash, and they not always target you, but it feels like they're really out to get you and screw you up on your runs, like in your tournaments and whatnot. This game has a beautiful aesthetic to it, very retro, especially with the demo screen, like when you leave it on the title screen and it starts playing. I think that doubles as like a demo and like a screensaver, because I guess old games used to like have burnout and stuff when you'd leave it on the title screen on accident, like on a like CRT. So one way to get around that is just have a demo play or like some kind of graphics so you don't get burned in. At least that's what I think why they put it. I might be completely wrong, but it makes sense to me intuitively, but I'm wondering though, what should I do? Because I have done the campaign. I could continue doing what I've been trying to do and complete the expansions, or I could like go through the campaign again and just show you guys what's up with this game if you've never seen it before and you kind of want to know what it's about. Kind of debating. I love all these little graphics too. Kind of show you the differences between the campaign events. You guys should pick though. Should I just should I just play like I'm playing on my, day off, just trying to beat campaigns that I haven't beaten yet, or should I like play the original single player basically again, and what should I do? Also, yeah, the kind of techie like aesthetics, and I like the two-tone that it does here because I love that. Like if you have seen my channel banner and like my colors and stuff, I'm a big fan of two-tone. Very few colors. I wish I could have like a vote or like a poll or something. I guess there's not like enough people for that, but like what I should do really, like really play. I guess I should just go ahead and play the game like usual, like just the regular campaign again that I've beaten already. I'll just use like much harder ships to fly. I guess we could get into that as well. This is a very, very easy campaign. It's only on toxic speed. That's another cool thing about the Wipeout games is like the difficulty is directly tied to the speed. So the further you go up, the faster it gets, and like the more air braking you have to use, which I'll show you what air braking is in a second. It's very unique to, I think it's very unique to this game. I haven't played other anti-gravity racers, but in this game you don't simply, well, you can brake with both triggers, like right trigger, left trigger, but it's not ideal. What you want to do instead is brake only on one side of your ship, so you kind of do this drift, and you lose less speed when you're having to go around corners that are pretty tight. Ideally, though, you don't want to air brake at all. Like, you want to hit the racing line perfectly, like the apex. I guess I'll just go for it. There's like a ton of ships too in this game based on like what you want to play as. There's some locked ones. Like there's ones I've unlocked but I can't play because they're kind of like cheater ships. Like they're way too good. Yo Raptor, what's up? Yeah, each ship has like their own team. I'm gonna turn up my game a little bit. I don't want this game to like be too incredibly quiet. I do want you to hear like the good music and like the sounds of the ships and stuff. Anyway, so every team kind of has its own like little lore and stuff and their own quirks with their ships. Some of them handle better, some of them have better firepower, some of them have better top speed, acceleration, etc. the ship that I use the most is the G-Tech, which is kind of like the equivalent to it's called the Phasar in regular Wipeout. These pretty much have like regular Wipeout equivalents and stuff. Also, yeah, the soundtrack is good for this game, and that's literally like what I've played in the past like 3 streams, including this one. So, also yes, Seller, Taigen, brother, yeah.
Hey.
Yo, what up, man? I think you answered with your video.
Pardon?
You answered with your like video, yeah.
Weird. Oops.
Yeah. Welcome, brother, to the stream. It's your man, Seller, Taigen Moon.
Me, it's Taigen.
Yes. I don't want this music to be like too loud. I'm gonna turn you up as well.
Alright, yeah, turn me up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk really quiet. So you have to keep turning me up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like a good... I'm always so particular, you know me, man, about audio.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm the maniac.
I
But
don't know, my voice feels bad today. I don't know why. I haven't really been talking until right now. That might actually be why. I haven't like spoken to anyone until right now.
yeah, I mean, wait, so have you been like working on your video all day?
I've been working all day and procrastinating on working all day. And that's basically it.
Yeah, I've been procrastinating on work, like, yeah, video work stuff too, so do not blame. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, I wanted it out before. I mentioned it to you, but it was like, I wish I'd gotten it out earlier, like 4 days ago, to be honest, but whatever.
Yeah.
It'll just mean there'll be like 3 videos this month. So, probably.
I mean, I can't get 1 video out within a year, so, you know.
Yeah. Oh, there. Stream lagged for me for a second, but I think it's okay. I think it was my end.
Yeah. I could also do this if you don't want the delay or whatever. I could just stream the game to you as well. I don't think that'll screw it up. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I got it. Stream buffered for Finn as well.
Yeah.
It was just the bit rate.
Yeah, because my bitrate, by the way, is 50,000 bits. That is a lot. Like, my upload speed is really good. And I think I'm hitting, like, the maximum that you can have for YouTube. For Twitch, it's like 4,000, 5,000. It's some pathetically low number compared to YouTube. Also, I just lost. I suck at this game, apparently.
Are you into, like, racing games in general?
Yeah, so I think the first racing game I got into was Forza Motorsport, specifically the second game. So Forza Motorsport 2. I think that came out in like 2007. Had a lot. That game has such a good soundtrack, and it has 4 hours of soundtrack just for the main menu. It's insane. It's like a time capsule for 2007 like alternative and like pop.
It's licensed?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And it has like these cool bands that are from like Brazil and like other places. Like you wouldn't have heard of them if it wasn't for that game, basically. As for this game, the soundtrack I think is also made by, I don't want to assume, but it's like by Von Snake and Shift Elite, and I don't know if they're from the United States. I think they're also kind of down south. I think that might have been for another artist. I just lost again.
Do you need to concentrate? Do you need to focus?
Nah, I'm good.
Alright.
But pretty much, yeah, this is like the cycle of the game, pretty much, and this is as slow as it gets. Like, this is the slowest this game is.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess so I can explain air braking now. So I'm like turning, I'm going right on the D-pad, you know, left on the D-pad, whatever. I'm not air braking at all yet. But then when you air brake later on, you get like this drift effect meme, like I'm doing it right now. Even I'm like crashing all over the place, but I'm getting the point across. It's like, you know, left air brake, right air brake. It's kind of like a little drift, which I don't need to use it because it's so slow right now, but in the faster difficulties, it's like absolutely a must. And just to get that across, let me go to a Spectre. Yeah, no, we need to go to the absolute fastest. All right, here we go. So here's what the game is typically like for me.
Oh my god. Okay, fuck. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's so fast. Oh my god, it's so fast.
You being for real right now?
It feels,
or is it just like, oh, okay. I thought you were being like, wow, Prox, it's fast. Okay.
No, it is. It's legitimately, it's fucking, it's really fast.
Yeah, I think this is one of the only games, if not like the later Wipeouts, that like kind of challenge shit like F-Zero in terms of looking insanely fast.
God damn.
Also, this craft I'm driving is one of, I think, in my opinion, the hardest crafts in the game to do, because it's like, it swings all over the place. It's like not, I don't like the handling of it. And it can't have weapons. Oh, because for the challenge.
Oh.
Because I've already beaten all these events, like the campaign with like G-Tech, which is the team I usually pick. It's like G-Tech's like a slow, nimble craft.
System was this? What year is this?
Oh, this game?
Yeah.
This is for PC only, I think, and it's indie, and it's 20. I think development for it began like as early as 2013.
Oh wow. Okay. Because I was gonna say the visual style, it reminds me of like a Dreamcast game. It has a really has that vibe. I think like the sky and the city stuff. It just reminds me of like a vaguely like Ridge Racer. I guess.
Yeah. I don't know why it just bugged out there. Alright, there we go. But yeah, the game is usually like at the top speed that fast, and it gets kind of wacky pretty quickly. There's like different modes in this game as well. Like there's the race, there's trial, which is all about beating a time, a preset time. There's knockout, so the person in last place gets knocked out every lap. There's pure races that are no weapons at all, because usually there are weapons in the races, like different like rockets, missiles, shields, mines, plasma bolts, like kind of spooky stuff that can kill you. And then there's survival. I think that one's pretty interesting. I'm gonna show that off for a second. It's like cyberspace, basically.
3, 2, 1, go!
And I think I've explained this before, but I think this survival mode, which is called zone mode in Wipeout, I think it predates Audio Surf. Not saying like Audio Surf made the standard for like, oh, cyberspace looking music runner games, but yeah, the basis for survival mode basically is to get the highest zone you can. Every zone gets faster. It's actually a good showcase of all the speeds in the game, with Toxic being the lowest speed you can race at. This would have been called, I think, Flash in Wipeout. They pretty much had naming schemes for all the speeds in Wipeout as well, but anyway, I'll stop talking about Wipeout now. But yeah, like, it's interesting you bring up the Dreamcast aesthetic though, because this game is supposed to replicate PlayStation 1 Wipeout, so it's kind of like old PlayStation graphics.
I
think
what it was, I think it's just that the Dreamcast kind of looks A lot of Dreamcast games have the aesthetic of looking like PlayStation games, but with better textures. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah. Here you go. Now it's like a PS1 game.
Oh, oh.
Yeah,
You know
there's
what,
like
it's
retro
missing-
settings.
It's missing the what is what's the thing we were talking about, the texture wiggling. There was some technical name for it. You remember? Like
Yeah,
the
the
PlayStation. Something with an A.
so this game calls a fine mapping.
A fine mapping, that's what it is.
That is
yeah.
on right now, so technically that is happening, but to a less extreme example. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just going so fast it's hard to quite tell, but I think I can sort of tell.
Yeah, I can turn off the CRT filter. There we go. Now no CRT filter, and it's loading like PS1, sort of. You can see shit in the background, like loading in all of a sudden.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, you can pretend like you're playing a PlayStation 1 game. Though I'm at 144 FPS, which I obviously can't stream at that frame rate,
Yeah.
but it is so smooth. This is one of the smoothest, most like satisfying games to watch on like a high frame rate display. Because it's funny, this is the only game I play where 144 FPS is not enough. Like, I feel like it is good, right? But you will see jitteriness with 144, which is insane. I can't like think of any other game like that where you see the staggering of the frames. But it's in this game because it's so fast, you know? Like, it gets stupid. Oh yeah, I'm flying at Spectre, which was the fastest speed in the old Wipeout games. It's called Phantom in those games. They kind of use like synonyms for the names in this game. And then Zen is the fastest it goes, but in this mode it always gets faster. Like, you go faster than the max speed of the regular game. Yeah, just imagine we're flying through a computer simulation and these racers use the simulation to train for their next big race in the league. At least that's how I imagine this being used realistically.
Oh, I can see at the bottom now, Zen.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, I'm using a lot of air braking here. Let me pause and read the chat for a second. Oh, yeah, howdy. It's your mom. Oh, whoa. I don't know what to even call you. Just oh, whoa, I guess.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Your mom. So this is like a simulation. That's the idea, is that this particular mode's like a simulation of racing.
Yeah, it's a sim, yeah.
So you're gonna drop like a super hard R.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
I actually don't.
Like 2 years ago or something, when like COVID hit, all the NASCAR guys couldn't go to races, like real races, 'cause everything got shut down. So they started just doing simulations, basically, and they would just do like group simulations in like these big old machines, these racing machines essentially, like almost like something you'd find at like an arcade, and obviously like a little more realistic, I suppose. And they could. So one funny little detail is that they could actually speak to each other over like a voice chat in this like these simulated races. And one of the guys, he was trying to talk to his mechanic, I think, and the mechanic couldn't hear what he was saying, and he just goes, "Oh wait, can you not hear me right now?" And he just drops the hard R. just the NASCAR with the hard R. And the very next thing you hear is one of the other racers going, "Hey Jake, everyone can hear you right now." There's like there's like two guys laughing and their asses off in the back, and like another couple guys going, "Oh my fucking god." And you know what's the worst part? The guy who said it was he was like Chinese American, like Chinese white, and he got into, I think he got his spot there as part of like a diversity outreach program.
Great. No, yeah, that's amazing.
Imagine if he's like, can you guys just fire my white side? Can the Asian side, can the Chinese part stay? It was the whitey in me did it. Someone called me a gringo actually the other day in the comments, my YouTube comments.
That's funny.
And it was like, it was weird because it was like very aggressively worded. How they called me a gringo. I was trying to read this guy's comment. I genuinely could not understand what he was said of. It was just a really weird interaction. Like I kept trying to like, what are you trying to say? And then he would just like say something completely different. And I was like, I don't understand that my video. And then he goes, oh, you are reading my comments. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to understand what you're talking about. And then I just told him to have a nice day, and he called me a good sir.
From gringo to good sir.
It's really, yeah, my reputation won. It's just a really weird interaction.
So anyway, we're like
Yeah.
going almost 1,000 kilometers an hour.
Hyper Zen.
It's only a matter of time before I reach Mach 1.
The Buddhist term, actually, when you're in the Hyper Zen.
I actually didn't know
So-
Hyper Zen was a Buddhist. I knew Zen probably was, but not Hyper Zen.
No, I'm making funny.
Oh. Yeah, I don't actually know where the term Zen comes from.
Actually, I'm not sure if I quite know either. Oopsies.
There's probably a huge Wikipedia article about it.
Zen is derived from the Japanese pronunciation of the Middle Chinese word chan, an abbreviation of chana, which is a Chinese transliteration of the Sanskrit word dhyana, or meditation. Huh. Yeah, so Zen. So Zen from Chan? I'm not sure how that's supposed to pronounce exactly, which itself comes from Sanskrit. Contemplation, absorption, or meditative state. Interesting.
But yeah, you could pretty much... I could have ended this at zone 45, but I just kept going, because 45 you get the platinum medal, which is the highest medal you can get. But, you know, I'm just so good at this game.
What's your record in this?
I guess technically it's like 155 on a certain map, because there's different zone maps. This is pretty much a replica of a map, a real map that you can race on. So you could actually use this as training for the maps. I want to see if I can even get to Mach 1. Mach 1 is zone 80. Whoops, I'm pinballing. That's a classic Wipeout meme.
So I imagine the faster you go, the more like precise your air braking has to be, so that you don't just start slamming into walls.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm having a bit of a hard time right now. This is way faster than you'll ever go in the game. Well, there actually is one. You have to go 150, zone 150 for the platinum medal, but it's like a much easier track. But 150 is pretty insane. Like, you're going insanely fast.
Is there a limit, or is it just? Does it even work infinite?
I don't even know if there's a limit, really. I'd have to look up what like the world record is, if people are even doing that. Oh, I fell out of the map. All right.
Okay. I imagine that there's some kind of like, you know, stack overflow.
Probably.
Or something like that point where you just can't go any faster.
They probably made it like a huge number, knowing people are gonna like break the limits. quote
Or it's
unquote.
like a Mario 64. Ever seen a Mario 64, what is it called? I think like low A press runs?
Nah.
It's people try to they'll try to beat a level in Mario 64 with the minimum number of A presses possible. And part of the tech that involves it is, oh, you're at Mach 1. Part of the tech involved is like bugging the game so that Mario runs so fast he actually like it's some like weird overflow thing where he basically goes to they call them parallel dimensions, but they're really they're like, it's like you go so far outside the bounds of the map that you're actually back inside the map, but it's like a copy of it. It's like the game's memory of where the map, like the geometry of the map, and it's like has no textures and the camera doesn't go to it, so you basically have to like unless you're hacking, so you have to like remotely control Mario, and like you have to make like 4 different like parallel dimension jumps so that you can get to this specific part of the level so that you can like get through without having to jump by hitting the A button. It's crazy.
Yeah, sounds nutty. Like Zelda 2 speedruns are weird. Thank you though, Fid, for saying I'm slaying.
Yeah. You're going off queen.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I'm getting the warning now. My ship is blinking.
Oh, there's health? Oh, I think, yeah. Is it those health?
Oh no, I'm
Weapons.
pinballing everywhere. I just lost 15 health. I think it's over. That just eliminated so much of my health.
One more hit.
Oh man. Mach 1.5 I think is zone 90. Damn. But anyway, you need to get 45 and I almost got double that, so yeah, I think I did well. But yeah, Zephyr Ridge, that's a real horse you can just, you know, meme on. I'm gonna do that real quick in my favorite ship.
I'll make sister favorite.
It has a high handling stat.
Oh.
Yeah, versus the other crafts. Like, I think Diavol's literally the worst one, but it has like really good firepower and shields and speed. Anyway, let's do this, but not in cyberspace, going over the sound barrier. Oh hey, the G-Tech song came on. Every ship has its own theme. I'm not used to going this slow. This is actually really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Are there like community made levels for this?
Yeah, there's mods, tons. You can fly a Toyota 86 like through the air with a mod.
Yeah, I was like, I figure that a game like this would probably have some kind of mapping support or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's like baked in the game.
Oh, yeah. What are the X tiles?
They're items, so I just got an item there.
I kept thinking that because the blue ones, are those like, do those speed you up?
Yeah, they speed you up.
Oh, okay, I figured the X ones would slow you down.
Event complete.
Yay!
Platinum medal.
Yeah, that's the non-cyberspace.
Oh, I was about to ask if that was the same track.
Yeah, yeah, it was. That was like the non-cyberspace regular version. There's different classes of ship as well in this game. It's kind of interesting. Like, those are regular ships, and then there's a league all for like these ships called the Barracuda that are like the absolute best ships, hands down, that just can't use weapons. There's drag race ships, there's drift ships, there's even like man portable ships, like the Astra League here. You have like these motorcycle looking things. It's this is relatively new, this like league. Oh yeah, and there's different views. Yeah, this isn't nauseating at all. You could do this in VR. You could play this game in VR. Yeah, easy.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Final lap.
So were you into racing games before you were into cars?
Yeah, before I knew much about cars, but I know quite a bit about cars now, I think.
Did that like inform your desire to learn about cars?
Yeah, kinda, along with Initial D.
Oh yeah.
Event complete. Platinum medal awarded.
Wait, I got the exact same times on both laps. That's actually crazy. That is all very interesting. Wow. What are the odds of that? Yeah, I'm the machine. There's a secret event at the end of this race, or at the end of this campaign, that involves, yeah, forklift certification. This is not a mod.
Or are you driving a forklift?
Yes.
This is the certification process.
Yes.
How did that become a meme, the forklift certification?
I have no idea.
I always thought that was weird because, like, my dad is forklift certified. Because he used to work at Home Depot. He had to, like, drive the forklift. Every time I see one of those memes, I'm like, would he enjoy this? Would he understand this?
I don't feel like he'd get it. He'd be like, what's so meme about it? I don't understand.
Just drive a forklift. They added that into, like, a Guilty Gear character's lore. There's, like, a character who they brought back from one of the older games who's, like, immortal. And, like, in their immortality, they just, like, they picked up, like, 32 different hobbies that are all listed in their lore. And one of them is that they're forklift certified.
This event is actually really hard. You have to, like, rack up a number of points, like, doing these stunts. And I'm really bad at it. Like, this is probably the only mode I suck at in this game.
It's not easy to get your forklift certification.
Yeah, you have to dodge the things while doing these spinny deals that involve pressing right and left really fast, which can, like, throw you off. And this thing handles terribly. This is a terrible ship. I mean, it's a forklift that's going 600 kilometers an hour.
Salute your local forklift driver next time you see them. You don't know, now you know what they've been through.
Yeah, this is literally what they do. Got a little chain there. Ugh, this is so hard, dude. I can only get bronze. I suck at this, but yeah, this mode exists.
Final lap.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do a spin. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, that's awful. Why can you do that in VR? That is awful. Oh my God, that is so bad.
Oh my god, stop.
Oh my God. Dude, what the heck?
Oh, dude, I literally just played Portal. Don't do this to me again. I got so nauseous playing that game.
Playing Portal?
Yeah, well, more so than I usually. Well, more so than I didn't get like super nauseous, but more so than I've really ever gotten for any other game. And it's with like, it was always at just the segments where you had to go through one portal, and when you came out the other one, your whole view flipped.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Dystopia
It's funny.
would
I can watch. Yeah, I can watch videos of it, but when I play it, I'm like, oh.
These are the drag ships. They're kind of fast. A little bit fast.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now it's really like F-Zero,
Perfect lap.
except not crazy yet on the tracks.
That is what that RuPaul show's about.
The what?
That RuPaul show.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Perfect lap.
RuPaul's Drag Race, Prox.
Paul's Drag Race?
RuPaul's Drag Race. That's the joke, Prox.
RuPaul? Who
Have
is
you
that?
never heard of RuPaul's Drag Race?
No.
It's like a fucking you know, drag shows. Not the racing, the cross-dressing kind.
Yeah.
Perfect lap.
That's what it's like. That it's a reality show. It's like a competition.
Oh, I didn't know that.
RuPaul, who's like a big-time drag queen, as the host.
Perfect lap.
Yeah, it's a pretty mainstream. Okay.
Perfect lap.
Finn's crying. You don't know RuPaul.
Sorry.
Perfect lap.
But yeah, imagine you're just at this like Tokyo Bowl. That's what this track is called, the Tokyo Bowl. And you're just sitting in the audience like, oh yeah, we're gonna see the race. And then these ships take off at basically they break the sound barrier right next to you. Which I don't know if you're familiar with what happens when you're next to
big
something that breaks the
explosion.
sound. Yeah, it's like basically an explosion. And I feel like I think you'd hurt your hearing like immediately. Just boom.
It's gonna be fucking brain leaking out of your ears.
Yeah, and also these ships would be flying past you and the sound would be lagging behind them because of how fast they're going.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Event complete.
Yeah, it'd fly past you and then you'd hear like however many milliseconds later. I love this map, Underpass. I might make a dystopia map based on a little bit on this. It's pretty cool. Anyway, this map is a little bit crazier at this speed. Oh god.
A dystopia map on like a raceway.
Not really a raceway, but kind of like this industrial aesthetic. Imagine driving on that overpass. You'd be just hearing like the craziest shit under you.
Perfect lap.
Also, I forgot to mention that I can consume my health for a boost, and that's why I've lost so much health, is because I've been using what's called the afterburner. That hurts your ship, but for a boost.
Perfect lap.
It's a good way to get past opponents at certain times. Oh, the game, dude. Okay.
What happened? Oh,
So-
did you fall off?
This game has a skip detection system because the collision is so loose outside the map. People used to fly through the map to skip parts of the course, and that's what it thought I was doing there when I wasn't actually trying to do that.
That's funny.
So it just like punished me because it thought I was trying to cheat.
That's what they do in like Trackmania. Not the like skip detection thing, but that's like if you ever watch Trackmania play, they just boom, they're just skipping like the whole thing.
Yeah. You can turn off skip detection, and obviously that would lower your times if you figured out all the skips, but yeah.
Perfect lap.
Because this game is pretty forgiving. It's just on this course in particular, I always or sometimes trigger the skip detection when I try to like fly a little bit. Oh shit! Over. Oh no! Please don't. Okay. That's the pit lane to get healed. I barely made that corner. Oh my god. I'm really trying to get first. It's really hard. Oh my god, I caught back up. No way. I need to stop talking. Ugh. Come on. I can't imagine what's happening to the bitrate of the stream right now. It's probably getting crunched.
I already got it paused. I've had it paused just watching the chat.
Yeah. So I know for sure that YouTube would probably not like this game in terms of like how much movement there is.
Oh god, yeah. A bitrate killer.
Especially on Twitch where they only allow you to have like 1/10 of what YouTube allows you to do.
Oh god. That was so funny when Vampire Survivors, like a bunch of streamers were playing it. You're like,
Yeah.
what's this game about? You tune in, it's just like 3 pixels. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, Vampire Survivors made me realize, like, you know, how bad Twitch is in the quality department when partnered. Oh no. God. I'm at one health. If I scrape the wall, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, the ship collided with me. Oh my god. Okay. That was my fault. I shouldn't have consumed all of my health to the point where I had 1 HP. You like dystopian aesthetics? Well, you'd like this game called Dystopia. That's a Half-Life 2 mod. Cyberpunk. Dual world gameplay, literally, because you're in a computer system when you're hacking. Kind of cool.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask if you've ever streamed Dystopia.
I have casually. The problem with me streaming it as like a dedicated stream is games are only happening either early in the afternoon or late in the evening, like 9, 10 p.m., which are not very good stream times from what I've gathered.
Yeah,
I think 7 p.m. is my sweet spot.
We should see if there's like a... you can just get like a viewer game together.
Yeah, like just somehow get enough friends. Like, yeah, you do like Jackbox on stream and have the streamer, like the viewers be a player, which I think you can do. I like playing engaging stuff like that. Like, I had a lot of fun in the DOS stream when we were playing Family Feud. Not Family Feud, why do I keep calling it that? Wheel of Fortune. We were cheating because we were all working together to... Yeah.
Funny. Hello, Squeak, in the chat. Squeak has just joined.
Oh, thanks, brother. Yeah, I worked really hard on the thumbnail. I didn't make that meme, but yeah, it's a good one. That's a consistent theme, is I have Ray on every thumbnail for my streams. I just screwed up. You can use the analog stick to turn in this game, but I use the D-pad on purpose.
Is that better?
I think 2 of the 3 Wipeout games, like that this game is basically trying to succeed, it uses only D-pad. It doesn't use analog because it predates DualShock.
Yeah.
But I think I feel like I get more precision with D-pad. Like, I don't need crazy diagonal bullshit with the analog stick. I am aiming, I forgot to kind of mention this, but I am nosing the ship up, and that requires me to press it down on the D-pad along with right and left where I want to turn, which can be a bit difficult. I'm not nosing up all the time, only during like certain segments. I'm starting to nose up a lot more because I feel like it just works better when I'm trying to avoid hitting the walls, which is really goddamn easy in this game. This game just strives for your perfection brain, like, oh man, to get the best time, you have to get the closest to the wall you can, but if you hit the wall, you lose a bunch of time.
Oh, it's like Toho. It's like Graze points in Toho.
I've only played one Toho game, and I think it was DOS, like it was one of the first ones.
It wasn't on DOS. It was on the first game. The earliest games were on PC 98. Actually. And then
I must have emulated it on that.
Was it a bullet hell, or like a weird breakout Arkanoid clone?
I think it was. I don't remember. It was been too long. But yeah, I lost that because I fucking died on the second race. But whatever. I've already beaten this. But yeah, drag races. 100% completion brain. Oh man.
No. So the Toho games have a mechanic called graze, where basically he kind of changes exactly what graze points do every game, but the way you get them is technically your character's hitbox is much smaller than the sprite. It's like a little, if you like hold the focus button, there'll be like a little red dot in the center of your character.
Yeah.
That's the actual hitbox. And if bullets or projectiles touch the sprite without killing you, like without actually hitting your hitbox, you get graze points for every second that they're like on you, basically. And depending on the game, graze points can be like almost necessary to like do well.
Reminds me of Cuphead. Isn't it like you parry? Well, it's not exactly like Cuphead, but do you know what I'm talking about? Like you can parry pink
with the pink. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like
yeah, sort of like a high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Kind of like what is one of the games? There's like a time limit basically, and it's not like an actual time limit, but it's like you have like 5 hours to beat the game, like in-game time, and every time you advance a level, you go ahead 30 minutes, and every time you have to like restart, it goes up by like 30 minutes. And then the only way you can prevent the time from going forward is if you beat the level with like a certain threshold of graze points, basically. It'll be like that. Like that's just like one game, but he does different stuff for all of them.
I can turn up the speed multiplier. Oh my god, does that mean I can reach like 5,000? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick.
Is that like acceleration or?
I think that's top speed. It might. I don't know if it's top speed or acceleration, but I imagine it's. Anyway, we're gonna use my favorite ship.
The cat. Dingus Maxwell. There he is. Oh, he's so pleased.
This is obviously modded, but anyway, we're gonna. He's purring, by the way.
Oh, I think I saw.
Oh my god!
Holy shit. Just immediately.
I launched into the wall.
Oh, he's into the wall. Holy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look at him go!
He's so fast. Zoom. Oh, the absolute speed of that boy.
How am I doing? Oh my god, I'm. Oh my god. Oh god. No, what the fuck? Stop! I'm not trying to cheat. I'm just trying to
I
survive.
moved you so far back.
What the dude? I have to. Oh my god.
Deltarune does grace points. That makes.
Oh yeah, Deltarune does that.
Yeah, I know. Undertale at least obviously has a lot of like bullet hell inspired combat, so that makes sense to me.
He keeps thinking I'm trying to beat like cheat the level, but I'm totally not. Like, this is literally the best I could do. I wish I could give you all the controller and be like, here, try it, because this is insane.
This should be like a challenge run, like beat the level without triggering skip detection.
Yeah. With Dingus on
with
5
Dingus.
speed multiplier. No, no, I knew it was gonna do it.
Dingus no skip percentage.
Yeah.
Dingus percentage.
The absolute speed of that boy. This song too matches so well. They shit on NASCAR. Oh. Maybe this isn't the right map. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Let me choose a better map for this. What is it called? I'll know it when I see it. I might actually be able to navigate it without, you know, Model B. I think that might be it. Oh yeah, relay. All right, here we go.
Oh boy. Oh my god. So fucking fast. He's so fucking fast.
It's taking me to the very beginning of the level. What the hell?
He's...
Okay, I thought I was gonna do better, but I am proven wrong. All right. I mean,
meme of like Kylo Ren, where he's got more, more, just
More!
Maxwell Dingus' face. Hello, Chuck Yoshi 64.
yo, Chuck, what up?
Says this isn't Fortnite.
Damn it, dude! I'm trying to do one lap without triggering the skip detection. Oh my god!
God, you just keep.
That wasn't skip detection, that was just the level saying, we're gonna pity you and put you back on the track. I could cheat and just, like, tap A, but I want to hold it and, oh my god. It's just grabbing the cat. Like, no, you're not getting in the cookie jar.
Yeah, correct. It sprays you with a little spritz bottle.
I'll come to tune in during my bathroom usage. Actually, this isn't for... Look at him go! Please don't. No! God! Please! Just stop! I need
Dude,
to
it's
turn
like
off. Oh.
It's like a gamble where it takes you.
Look at him go! Look at it! It's the bot! The bot's doing it perfectly! Look at the. Oh my god! Holy shit!
Oh my god, he's so fast! He's so fucking fast!
The camera angle!
Zoom, zoom.
The camera angles are so funny! Oh my god, yeet!
Oh my god, put breakcore behind.
That's so funny. Breakcore. Oh my god.
You COVID again.
Jesus Christ.
Strengthening. That's so fucking funny.
You can see all of his vertices.
It's got so many triangles. It's like a
Yeah.
burrito man.
I don't know if you can tell what it is by just the wireframe. Oh my god. So funny. Oh, yeah, this is what BallisticNG is all about. Hold on, let me turn off the skip detection. Zen, 5 times, side shifts. Barrel rolls, I'm gonna turn on barrel rolls. Oh my god, you can mirror the screen. Holy shit, that is really weird.
What's that for?
I don't know, actually.
Is it to like reverse the screen?
I'll
Maybe
mirror
that's
it
for-
and see what it does.
Maybe that's for like people with
Wait a minute.
people. Is that just for people who like to use like inverted controls or something?
I don't know. But also,
didn't
this is
turn
a
on-
completely different track. Yeah, I have to go. Yeah, I'm realizing it wasn't in the menu. Hold on, I have to turn that off in the config. I have to remember to turn it back on because it like disables achievement stuff. Oh yeah, you can have custom HUDs, custom maps, custom ships, pretty much custom music. Like I've dropped my own music. It's drag and drop for the music in this game, so you can put whatever music you want. Oh yeah, and there's 2 different physics systems that you can use.
Whoa, weird.
There's Wipeout 1, 2097, and Wipeout 3, and then there's the more modern physics system. I use the classic, like the old games, because the later Wipeout games use a totally different physics system that's heavier. I don't know what the hell Floor Hugger is. I think that's some kind of the field of view to apply. Yeah. 2159 is the I think the physics model of the classic Wipeouts, and then 2280 is the newer one, which I don't use at all. Where the hell assists? Where? I think it might be in cheats. Oh yeah, Ballistic
Anti-skip,
64. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ballistic 64 is a physics system just for Wipeout 64, which is a Nintendo 64 version of Wipeout 2097. Though it is a completely different game in a lot of ways. Like the ships have like their own ultimate abilities and stuff, and different physics, different music. Yeah, it's the only classic release that's not on a PS1. I think. Anyway, yeah, and then back, and let's do the thing. I'm gonna choose. Oh God, what track should I? I'm gonna do this one. Actually, let's do reverse. It's a different time of day. Drag and drop, yeah. Alright, no anti-skip gonna... Oh my God! He wants to go. He doesn't want to wait. I just realized there's a fog. Oh my God, mirror is still on. Hold on. Oh my God, I need to turn that off. Hold on, it's like screwing me up. We're gonna get the real dingus run in just a second. Let me just...
That just reverses the the view, or what?
Yeah, it like inverts it, so it's like left, like... Yeah. Here we go, now it's normal. Oh my God. He's like, I wanna go now.
Someone said pss, 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 pss. So you just fell out of the map on that.
Well, I did a whole lap without getting... Yeah, dingus... Oh. Granted, that's not anti-skip when it grabs me, it's just like, yeah, you fell out, here you go. Oops. There's a thing in zone mode where if you try to air brake in a circle to survive, it will kill you. They're basically like, stop doing that, and if you don't, you die. This game has a pretty good, like, anti-cheat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where am I?
Physical matter is nothing to him.
Yeah, dingus could just fly out. Doesn't matter.
The day of dingus has come.
Oh my... Dude, oh my... Ugh. I love when the robot like just grabs him.
No, dingus. Over here. Back
Over
on the
here.
track. Back in reality, dingus.
Oh my God. What does that graffiti say? I want to know. I can't read it. Look though, you can see the cameras. See that boy?
Oh.
Yeah, the track camera stuff you can view. Okay, it won't let me skip over there anyway, but whatever. Dingus don't need no skips.
This is skipping your life.
Oh, baby. Dingus! Oh, okay. Look at the silly
Imagine
go.
living in this city.
Yeah, just have a cat
Just
just
looking
fly
up.
through your living room. Yeah. I have other mods, like somebody, let me turn off 5 times multiplier. Good lord, that is...
One is, yeah, one's.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had barrel rolls, but anyway. Oh, virtual is kind of cool. That's the cyberspace map skin, basically. My other custom ships are actually from Wipeout 3, like somebody recreated the Wipeout 3 ships in this game. So these are like the OGs, like real Wipeout ships. And there's some in here that don't even exist in Wipeout 3 that were reimagined in the Wipeout 3 style. But yeah. Look at this weird ship design. It's like the unsymmetrical cockpit thing just right there. This is my favorite ship in the original, like, Wipeout 2097 and Wipeout 3. This is my favorite ship, the Piranha. Good. You have Dingus.
Dingus in the Wipeout 3 style.
Yeah, that's what real cats do. They just fly through the map whenever they get zoomies.
The zoom.
The zoomies.
Zoom.
I love the livery name for Dingus Maxwell, the one and only.
The one and only. Can you spin him faster?
Unfortunately, I don't think I can. Wait a minute, there's an advanced menu? Wait, hold on. I think there's a ship viewer. Can I view Dingus? Hold on.
Computer, pull up Dingus.
Yes. Oh yeah, I have to disable anti-skip, which means I'm enabling it. What is arcade mode? Enable the game to make play and sound more like an old school arcade racer. Huh. I have the gallery. Oh yeah, I can view tracks. Or wait, no, ships. Wait, no, stop. Back, ships. Oh. Yeah, these are just pictures of like the different ships through the game's release. Yeah, Hyperion. Honestly thought the gallery is the last thing you unlock, I think. Like, one of the last things. You have to get rank 50, which means that you have to get platinum medal in all of the Anti-Gravity Racing League tracks, which is not easy to do. Like, that's a big pain. That takes a while. And the gallery is pretty minimal. But there's some Easter egg ships that I still haven't driven or, like, unlocked. One of them is that little ship that grabs you when you fall out of the map. You can actually drive that.
Oh.
Which is funny as hell. Motion sickness warning. I love that. You will tilt with the ship and the cockpit. Oh my god, I can't imagine. If I got a VR headset, I would, God, man, I would try this game. Also, I love Left 4 Dead 2. That's one of my favorite games ever because of all the mods. Like, I think there's a mod that literally just turns it into Halo or something. It's kind of crazy.
I've never played Left 4 Dead.
Such a good game. Even without the mods, really. A lot of replayability and, like, friendliness, like, co-op memes to it. I'm eating some
that's
chips.
Probably my big blind spot is games you have to play with other people. The co-op.
You don't have to. The bots are just kind of bots. I should play Left 4 Dead 2 one day and not tell people what my mods are, and they'll find out.
3, 2, 1.
I want to see Dingus flying around. Oh, they're using my modded ships. Wait, that means one of them might be Dingus.
Oh.
Wait. Stop spectating him. I want to see Dingus. I don't think he's there. That sucks. I want to make this a thing. Like, I will stream Left 4 Dead 2, honestly. I haven't played Left 4 Dead 1, but I might make this a thing if it's possible, where I get a bunch of bots on the track, including Dingus, and we vote on, like, who will win. Tournament.
Oh.
Single player? Let me try this.
Just bet on it.
Yeah, bet. Zen. Let's do hardcore. Let's do elite bots. Let's do expert bots. Custom AI roster. Preset selected. Save preset. No ship. Let's do workshop. I'm guessing we're all gonna vote for Dingus. You know, I'm just, you know. Dingus is up there. Let's get.
Oh, it's your mom literally just said I'd bet on Dingus.
Yeah. So we're all betting on Dingus basically. What else should I put? I'll put the old school Piranha. And then I'll put like a non-meme. Let's do not a survival one, that's an OP ship. Let's do Nexus. Let's put a Nexus ship up there and let's give him the rainbow skin. And then these ones are on. Afterburner. I don't want to play though, that's the thing. How do I just not play? I could like trail them. I could trail Dingus. I'll make it like 10 on like a small track. Weapons are on. Ship collisions are on. Normal damage. Cool, alright. Let's do, let's do Zephyr Ridge.
Just trying to look up if you can just do an all CPU game.
I'll follow in like a really just crappy. Actually, I'll follow in a really good ship that won't die, and I won't take the place from him. Yeah, I'll use the Barracuda, which is easily the best ship in the game.
Is there a way to spectate? Because like if you die and then just spectate.
Oh, I turned
Like,
respawns on,
immediately.
damn it.
Oh.
I'll tail him.
3, 2, 1, go!
Damn it. I'm not used to a ship handling this well. Come back, Dingus.
Oh my god.
Come back.
He's so fast. He's so fast.
You're not Dingus.
Oh.
Is he in first? I hope he is. Oh no, he's back there. Wait. He got hit with a missile. Dingus. He shot missiles. I need to go in there. Oh my god, I'm getting caught on triangles like PlayStation right now. Okay, this idea is not really working. Okay, let's... Anyway. Wait, what is this song? I've never heard this. This game surprises me with more stuff every time I play it. I'll probably just play the game regularly. I'm gonna restart the game first though, because I think statistics and achievements were temporarily disabled because I enabled cheats and shit for that stupid dingus meme. It was pretty good though, it wasn't stupid, it was worth it. Canonically the fastest ship ever. I think my favorite shit is when he launches and it's just like instantaneous top speed, like right there. Like, go! I want to go! Let's go into the nighttime city and let's do some epic racing. This one, oh my god, man. Wait, this one's AI difficulty 1.1? What does that even mean? It's like harder than the hardest difficulty. This is a 1v1 race with a craft I'm not really good at, and the bot doesn't make mistakes. It's like, it's literally like 1v1 me and BallisticNG.
You need to stream the game for me again.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, Discord.
I forgot. It didn't even make the noise because streamer mode meme.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, 1v1. I think this is like America versus Russia, like that's like a Russian ship or it's like implied or whatever, because this is like an American ship. The bot doesn't even care that that's the worst handling ship in the game, obviously. Look at these environments, they're great. I was trying to scratch my nose and I forgot there was a turn there. Love it. Those ramps are really hard to do sometimes. Like, they're very disorienting. So what do y'all think of the game so far? Like, you, Taigen, what do you think?
I'm not a racing guy, but it looks cool.
Noise. I am falling behind. Not for long. Gotta hit more of these speed pads and hit less walls. That's probably good too to do. Not hit walls as much. This is actually really hard in my opinion. Or I might just suck at the game. I actually have no idea what my skill level is compared to like other players who play this. I'd say it's probably at least an adept.
They're like leaderboards.
I don't know. Probably for like times and stuff. Probably full of cheaters. I have no idea. Oh my god. There's some weird collision stuff there. I saw a message from Salty earlier, like 20 minutes ago, about Dingus. Glad you could make it. Glad to see you too. Trying to like remember everybody who shows up. I do. Not really a try thing, but we got our little corner over here. Oh, I think that did it. I think I screwed it up there. Vote now. Will I beat this guy in the last lap?
Will you die first?
Yeah.
5 health. 4, 3, 2, 1. Which just explode. Oh, never mind.
Final lap.
I have to basically do the best lap I've ever done in this map, like right now. Yeah, I think I'm losing. Damn. Yeah, there's a reason I haven't completed this yet. It's pretty hard. Oh, thank you, Finn. Oh yeah, another thing is like the older PlayStation 1 Wipeouts, they have like this classic weird looking camera system. I don't know if you've noticed, but like the camera's not following the ship. It's like kind of following the track, and the ship is kind of going left and right. Apparently this game calls it track. I forgot what it's called. Like there's like a ship view and a track view, and the track view is classic, and the ship view is like this. This is like what the newer games use. I do not prefer this view. I prefer, yeah, the classic. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Most people would probably prefer the like ship view.
I could kind of see how the ship view might be a little bit disorienting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like this seems a little more stable? I don't know how to describe it.
Maybe more predictable. I don't know.
Yeah, there's always like a common center point.
Yeah, other than like elevation probably, because I'm like bouncing around sometimes, but that's really the only variance. I'm trying to do these crazy ass like apex turns, because like this guy will not let up. He does not make a mistake ever. I say guy like he's a person. I mean, it's a robot, but I'm also not very good with this ship. This is kind of like an all-rounder ship. It's not really good at anything. It's just kind of like pretty decent at everything. If that makes sense. Oh my god. Alright, gonna do another This is probably even harder. It's a 10-lap race of Metro on what speed? Spectre, so it's like the second fastest. I'm gonna use my top-notch favorite ship because I really want to beat this. The only way is up. G-Tech. Yeah. I really like the aesthetic of the Wipeout games and this game. Like, not only like the menus and stuff, but like the very subliminal lore that the games have. Like, it's kind of a bit of a cyberpunk future, and these companies are competing to be the absolute best in a tournament. And like whoever gets, you know, the winning spot probably gets better sales and quite a lot of other things, you know, like cultural significance or whatever, based on like how popular this tournament is or whatever. And in the earlier Wipeout games, they kind of explained that there was pretty much like corruption in the league for certain teams, or among certain individuals, like backroom deals and shit. It's kind of mostly just subliminal, like cyberpunk, like, oh yeah, this team wants to be the top-notch, top dog in anti-gravity technology memes. And to be taken the most serious, they probably got to get first in this tournament. And like the small stuff on the outside could be like a big scandal meme on the inside. Perhaps, I don't know, if you compare it to other real entertainment, I guess, like scandals.
I'm just watching. It's very tense. Or intense.
You're saying it's intense?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm watching.
No, yeah, this game, that's what kind of sets it apart for me from other racing games, is it feels like super twitchy. Like, it's like, I think I've explained this before, but what Quake is to Call of Duty, basically. Like, this is what this is to Assetto Corsa or Gran Turismo. Like, it's faster than the fastest real cars. With, like, I guess, like, sort of, like, tracks that can be harder than real tracks. Like, these are pretty technical. Like, this is a very technical track. Got all these, like, windy chicanes and stuff, and, like, this shit that pulls your ship down and literally, like, turns your camera. It's a bit disorienting. Wipeout 2097, I think, was 1997 when it came out, and they were the first ones to advertise Red Bull, or one of the first ones, all over the place. And they advertised, like, get better reaction times by drinking Red Bull. Like, they were so, back in the 90s, they were so, like, cracked. Like, some people were, at least. Like, they really were aching for, like, the speed of things versus, like, the slow kind of meme that is, like, Tarkov now or whatever. Which Tarkov isn't a racing game, that's a shooter game versus, like, something like Quake. I saw this picture that's really funny that's, like, shooters back then, and it was like, I can carry 20 weapons and I shoot the ground to make me fly higher. And, like, I'm an ultimate Chad who has all these one-liners and never gets tired. And then shooters now, it's like, oh, my feet hurt. I'm carrying, like, 1 or 2 guns. I need to stop and rest for a minute. I'm in pain.
Wouldn't be realistic, Prox. What's realistic is that you get shot and then you wait for 5 seconds and then you feel better.
Yes.
What's realistic is that you have a painkiller addiction.
I kind of want to play Stalker. That's like the one. You know that game?
Yeah, I was.
It's like the Ukraine, like.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I actually, I just mentioned it on the podcast actually because I read an article about because it's a Ukrainian developer, and they're making the second game. They were based in Kiev. I don't know how you pronounce it. And they had to fucking evacuate.
Yeah.
When the whole city got like invaded, and there was an article about like the whole process of doing that and how they have to like cross the border and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, people were worried that the sequel was not going to come out because of the problem over there.
That's like the meme of like the asteroid hitting the Earth. It's like, what will this mean for the economy?
Yeah, seriously.
What will this mean for Stalker 2?
I hope everyone over there is doing well, like people in Ukraine. Like, goddamn, man, that's nuts. Andrew Callahan has a great video on being there when it's happening and everything, or while there's like sirens and stuff for potential like missiles or whatever coming in, and people just casually being like, "Whoa, gotta go to a shelter." And yeah, anyway, it's a really good video. Highly recommend it. And Andrew Callahan's videos in general, Channel 5.
Oh, did you not hear what happened to him?
Oh yeah, there's a scandal. Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was so disappointing.
Yeah,
Dude, they had like 3 classic white boys in like a week. It was
Right.
like him. It was Justin. There was Justin Roiland, and then there was an actor from the Wednesday show. That was sad for my girlfriend.
yeah, it's, I don't know, like I liked his response to it though. Like he's like, yeah, I've made mistakes and it's not as egregious as they want to make it sound, but it was mistakes and it was stupid for him to do, and like he wants to make amends, you know, like.
Yeah, I don't know how you respond to that, honestly. I've like, what kind of a situation? Like, how do you? I don't even know what I would say.
Because I'm like, it was like years ago or whatever. He was like younger. Like we make stupid ass like
year or two
shit
ago.
decisions. Yeah, or yeah, like so he's like 20. I don't know how old he is. Like 24 or some shit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I read it and I was like, okay, it's not like the worst thing you could possibly do, but it was pretty not cool. Like, yeah, oh man. Bradley, if like your friend did that, you'd be like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I would be disappointed for sure. Also, yeah, you blinked and I was in a completely different section of the map. That sounds very accurate to this game. Like, I don't blink very much when playing this. This is the tournament, so I have to be a gamer. I like the HUD too. Not to get completely off topic from the Andrew Callahan stuff, but
yeah. Talk about the HUD.
the HUD, I like how minimal it is, really. Like, just what you need to know.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's important for a game that's as fast as this.
yeah, you have to see as much as you can, and that's what I like. When we talked about this before, like just hating new menus and HUDs in new games. Like, it's so egregious. It's insane. Just awful. I guess I could talk about the items of the game too, as I get them.
Missile or something?
Rockets are just free rockets. You shoot 3 rockets right in front of you. This plasma charges up and then it releases and then it direct hits for a lot of damage. It's really hard to aim though. Like, watch, I hit him. He's like suffering right now. Alright, let's see. We got a shield. I mean, you just don't take damage while this is active, but I could keep it, and then when someone hits me, it automatically activates and I take no damage. So this is probably the best item in the game, in my opinion. Like, look at this. Oh, no damage from all 5 of those mines. Get nay-nayed. I'm about to lose this race. Okay. I'm not going to lose. It's a tournament, point-based tournament, but I kind of want to get first. Hunter it hits the first place, basically. It's a blue shell. Okay. Don't ask me what that noise was. I was just trying to win.
Toaster winning sound.
Yeah. That hunter missile makes a cool sound when you launch it. Oh yeah, and the music continues over to the next race. That's awesome. I love that. Missile, you basically lock on to someone and then it shoots and hits them no matter what. Bam. You could look backwards and use it. You could also free shoot it if you want. It's way faster, but it's just hard to aim. Like free form. I just heard an energy wall back there. That's a pretty rare pack pickup. There's some rarer pickups that you don't get very often that are powerful. More powerful per se, but I'll use this shield to get more items. Another missile. Yep, and every time a bot gets a missile, they always, you know, aim it at me. Mines pretty much just leaves a stream of mines behind you. It's like a defensive weapon. This Hellstorm is actually kind of weird. It locks onto a bunch of people and then fires like a ton of missiles. Tremor is, well, yeah, boom. I'm just gonna send that Tremor down the entire course and hit everyone in front of me.
There's no way to block that, or...
A shield is the only way. Cannon is kind of weird because it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but if you hit a bunch of shots, it's disruptive. And by disruptive, I mean it slows them down a lot. Different weapons have different disruption. There's certain modes in this game that are all about killing as many opponents as you can for as many points as possible.
Funny what you said about like games in the 90s. How they just wanted to make it go fast.
Yeah.
Make it extreme. Because I was just obviously I think about that in relation to like fighting games. It's like after Street Fighter 2 Vanilla, which was 1992, every developer just make it faster. Just make it faster. Like that was the whole Street Fighter 2 series, was just make it faster after the first one. Except for new challengers, and that's why it sucks. And then like it's like the first fighting game Capcom actually did after Street Fighter 2 was like Darkstalkers. It's just like way nuttier. And then like the whole like Versus series, just like they're just make it insane immediately, like 3 years later.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love this too. When you're about to start a race, you can kind of just sit back and let the cameras kind of just show you the course, and some of them are quite beautiful for like a retro indie style thing going on. Like it's so, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird because like there aren't like, it's like a low polygon count, but like the lighting, like the reflections in the rain are like really nice looking.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a Medieval, which is like graphically resembles like low poly, something that would be on like the N64 or PS1. It's like an FPS, like a boomer shooter, just really fast. And then but it has like really good looking like high fidelity like shaders and lighting.
Yeah, the lighting in this game does look pretty good. You can kind of tell though with the lighting that it's not gradient perfect. Like you can see where the separations and the textures happen with the lighting sometimes. Like you can see all the squares. Autopilot pretty much is like, I'm gonna hit this button and then just let go of my controller. It's just driving for me in like the bot line basically. And it engages a shield that will eliminate disruption but not damage. So I can still die while I'm in that shield, I just can't be slowed down. And you can cancel autopilot at any time during it, so you don't like get slammed into a wall at the end of the autopilot. Which is notoriously happens a lot in the old Wipeout games. Basically, all of these items are in the Wipeout games that I'm talking about, but kind of vamped in different ways. Oh, energy wall. This is a rare one. I'm gonna shoot this beam. I could pass through that just fine, but if anyone else passes through it, they take some damage and they get disrupted heavily. Like, they almost stop.
So is the game still in active development?
Yes, an update came out for this game like 2 months ago. Like 2 campaigns came out.
Oh.
And a new ship and some new songs. Yeah, basically just like a whole... Yeah. I got an E-pack there, which is literally just health, and you can only get that if you're below 50 health, I think. Those are lifesavers. I'd be dead if I didn't get it, actually. Gotta visit the pit lane to get your health back. The problem is, though, pit lanes are kind of in weird spots sometimes, and they slow you down no matter what when you're in the pit lane. So it's kind of like a risk versus reward thing. Like, should you go with low health and risk dying, or... I'm being bombarded. Holy shit. Alright, looks like I'm gonna get last place. At least I killed someone else, so the person in first is gonna get less points because I'm killing people. Alright, I got it.
Event complete.
So now I'm tied with first because I screwed up on that. Oh god, this track. It looks good, but I hate this track.
What are you eating?
Cheddar Sun Chips.
Yum.
They're pretty good.
I felt really bad because I found these in the I found this and I was looking in the cupboard. I found these they're like red hot, like spicy goldfish. And I ate them all. There weren't a lot left, but I ate them. And then like my brother goes, "Hey, did you eat the goldfish?" And I was like, "Yeah." Was I not supposed to? And apparently they're like these limited edition fucking, he had to go to like 3 stores to get them. And they were because he's on a diet, so that's like his cheat food. He has to like he's can only have like a certain number of them per day.
Oh my god.
Like, oh, I'm sorry. I felt really bad about that.
Oh, that sucks. I don't
I'm
usually
like,
use...
why didn't you just like keep it in your room? He goes, "'Cause then I'm gonna eat it."
Oh my god, I just got hit by a plasma. Wow. All that health I just got was deleted immediately. That's kind of a thing that happens in this game, where if you're in the middle of the pack, you're gonna get bombarded with weapons. Like, you might die. Which is like instant 0 points for the race, which is pretty bad. Oh, just killed Tenrai. Tenrai was supposed to be a, "We're friendly team, we have low firepower, we're not about violence." And then I just killed him. Oh god. Trying to catch back up. Oh yeah, and there's a voice that tells you what the last weapon that's been used is. And it's a different voice actor than the one who talks when they're talking about your weapon. It's a nice touch. I was about to hit the wall, so I just, yeah.
Did you see Hard R trending on Twitter today?
No.
So apparently, the reason it was trending is because there's going to be a new. I think it's from Insomniac. They're going to make a new Wolverine game. I guess, like, oh, because they did a good job with the Spider-Mans, so they're going to do a Wolverine one. Oh, that's cool. And in the headline, they said that, or they said, like, in their announcement, they said that they're going for like a mature rating. But the way that they described it, for some reason, and instead of just, oh, it's like a mature rating, they said they're going for a hard R.
Oh no.
And they're going for a what? They're going for what? It's just like, why? That's not even gaming. It's just like an M. You could say a hard M.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, alright, cool, Wolverine game. That could be cool. Why you got... Is he gonna call me a slur? Hey, bub. Bub with a hard B.
Crazy white boys. What was it? Silly white boys? Goofy white boys?
Goofy white boys.
Yeah, that's what we coined. The goofy white boys.
Goofy white boy nation. Yeah. Yeah, it's just Wolverine.
Yeah, Goofy White Boy Nation reminds me of, like, I don't know, somebody making a parody name of, like, Insane Clown Posse. They said it's Goofy White Boy Nation.
I don't know if you could... Insane Clown Posse already sounds like a parody name. Like,
Yeah.
it already sounds like a joke.
It really does. Those guys are cool, though. They're, like, so funny. I'm gonna say that, and then it's gonna be like, hey, did you hear about this really racist thing they did? And I'll be like, oh god, please, no. That's what I'm afraid of every time now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's so weird. Do you get that? Do you get this like anxiety? Because I see all this like Me Too type stuff happening, and this is gonna sound really weird, but like I'm like, it almost feels like an inevitability to the point where I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, one little thing you did, yeah.
Which is like, I'm like, oh god, it's something that I didn't even realize from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, gonna come up. Oh god, I'm like, I don't think I did anything like bad. Oh, I'm like all fucking anxious now.
Oh crap, I missed the pit lane. Alright, I gotta play perfect. Oh, E-Pack, thank god. Alright. Usually when I'm ahead of the pack, I want a shield. I don't want, like, rockets or anything. Oh god. Quake was... Ooh, that was gonna suck if I didn't have a shield. Alright, cool, we're good. Just stay behind me, y'all, please. And whoever got first last race, do not get second, please. Because if you do, then you're still ahead of me in points. And we're gonna have to meet out back behind the Tokyo Bowl. Oh shit. I missed the pit again. Alright, don't worry.
A little game of rock, paper, scissors behind the Tokyo Bowl.
Yeah. I just want to talk to you. I just want to shake your hand behind the Tokyo Bowl at night at 3 a.m.
Do not meet Prox behind the Tokyo Bowl at 3 a.m. Dude, I found... I don't know how I got recommended this. I got recommended, like... It was one of those things, it was like a Minecraft channel for children that has like 1 million subscribers that I've never heard of. And it looked like, it felt like a parody, but it was real. And I watched a few of their videos, and it just kind of like paralyzed me. It's just like, it was one of those like constant noise. It's just this British guy screaming. He's playing like an Among Us Minecraft mod. And it felt like a parody. Like it really did. He's just okay guys, in this food, I'm playing Minecraft, but your XP equals your sus. Oh, it's your sus. Oh, and it's like, I picked up the sus sword. Oh, But it's real. It's like a real guy who exists.
Oh man, we
Couldn't
won.
believe it. I want to do like a video on, if I ever make a second channel, like a slow motion breakdown of like an 8-minute Minecraft video, and it's just gonna be me like slowly deadpan narrating every single editing voice, like zooms in, plays a punch sound effect,
Tilts
plays the
5
bruh
degrees.
sound effect.
Yeah.
The face cam, rotates around, comes back out, informs the audience of how sus that was.
Yeah. Ooh, this is one of the stream preparation songs. Here we go. Time to win. Yeah, I won one tournament. Now this is the reverse tournament, which is pain. Pain. This game's a little fast. Love the sound of that hunter missile. The items in this game honestly interact with each other in a cool way. Like, you can shoot mines with plasma. Like, plasma will just travel right through mines and destroy them all. With cannon, you can like shoot the mines. That's kind of really most of the interaction I can think of between the items in particular.
Did that exist in Wipeout?
No, cannon is like a new Wipeout thing. So yeah, there's some things in this game that only exist in the newer Wipeouts that they kind of just adapted because it's like kind of cool. This is kind of like a really weird hybrid of all the Wipeout games. Mostly the old ones. I just got 4th place and I didn't even realize it. That sucks. Alright. I didn't mean to skip songs, but whatever. I guess we're skip the song now. The time of day has changed.
That's cool. Are there any games that do like something like, oh, the time of day changes between laps or something?
Forza Motorsport 7, you can have a race that's so long that it begins at night and then the sun comes up near the end. Yeah, because my friends and I, we used to do this thing on Forza Motorsport 7 where we do 20 laps of the Nordschleife. And if you know about the Nordschleife, you know that doing one lap of it with a certain car can take like 15 minutes. Sometimes, based on how like slow your car is, fast it is. Oh my god, the jazz. Oh, I am screwing up. Okay. I narrowly dodged that. I was gonna say earlier, I don't use autopilots too much because I'm pretty confident in my flying. I only use it when I know I'm about to get hit by some really bad shit. Oh my god, those mines, man. Most of the time I ditch items that I don't really need at the time because like I want to get an item that I do need, and the only way to do that is if you ditch the item you're holding. So you'll see me sometimes just, what's up?
I could see that it looked like you could maybe hold multiple items up there.
Nah,
Or-
you can only hold one at once.
Okay, but like 2 will appear.
Yeah, look at that icon. That's an enemy item. Like, that's my notification. Yeah, it just says it again. Yeah, mines. Yeah, and I just hit the mines that it was warning me about. Okay, I need to get serious. Like, in this lab. Let's go. Come on. You fucker! Ugh. Every time I hear missile, I just prepare to get absolutely screwed. God, I'm probably not gonna win this tournament. I did really bad on these first two. This is my first time trying this tournament, though, but let's see if I can hit one of them. Nope. I'm way behind. I have to, like, kill Wyvern. I need to find them and literally kill their ship in order to win this tournament.
That would be a racing game, but, like, between the races, you have to go sabotage the other cars.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the fastest racist in town. Hard R.
Hard on. NASCAR with the hard on.
Where's Wyvern? I'm gonna hit them with this. That's Hyperion. Eh, close enough. They didn't die. Sometimes they can hold a shield, and then I hit their shield, like... I hit them, and then it gets negated by a shield, and I can see it. Is that? No, that's Omnicom. For that, I'm gonna plasma you. Oh, nope, didn't hit.
Perfect lap.
Yeah, it's crazy having to not hit the walls and stuff and then focus on other players and items and speed pads and your health. I want to have like a hand cam sometimes because I do some really weird bullshit sometimes. Like I'm hitting like so many buttons at once. I'm doing like these weird like micro adjustments. Like this tapping technique with turning at times. Oh my god.
Plugins, I think that you can have a little like visual overlay.
Yeah.
Show what keys you're pressing.
Final lap.
Don't hit me with a missile. No! Alright. I died. Yeah, I lost absolutely. Even if they died and I got first. Yeah, rip. God, man. Oh yeah, on top of these time trials, you can't even pick your ship. You have to use the ship that they give you. And it's like a random, it's not a random ship, but it's like a certain ship. A Barracuda, best ship in the game. I have not flown this much.
This feels significantly faster.
Yeah, there's a really good reason why this isn't allowed in regular racing. I'm like screwing it up though, but it is so fast. Oh my god. In Wipeout 2097, there's essentially only 4 ships to choose from to beat the campaign. And when you beat it a certain way, or like... Basically, you can unlock what's called the Piranha ship. And it's like a ship with maximum stats, except it can't use weapons. That's basically this. That is this ship, except it's not called a Piranha, it's called Barracuda. You have to like unlock this. But it's funny, when you unlock it, you can't cheat and like use it in every race like you can in Wipeout 2097. But yeah, when I first played that game, the thing that I did was I got the fastest ship and I played on the fastest difficulty because my friend already unlocked it. And I just went ham, and that's how I learned the game. I started on the fastest difficulty, on the fastest ship, and I was like, oh my god, I love this game. Because I loved the speed and the feel of like darting and being perfect. It's a very specific feeling I'm gonna try to capture in my video on Wipeout and BallisticNG. I feel like it's kind of a narrow audience thing. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people like this. I just don't know it. Who knows? Gotta scratch my nose. Got it. There's no way I'm getting the platinum medal. I have to like literally lose 5 seconds. I'll try. Nah, it's not happening. Yep. Definitely not. Basically, gold medal is like the regular player's highest standard, and then platinum's the try-hard standard. Like, I don't want the gold. Damn it.
Give me more.
Yeah. Do you do racing game stuff that much? I guess not,
No,
right?
I've never really been into them. Yeah, I don't know. It never clicked with me, I suppose.
That's kind of like me with fighting games a lot of the times. Other than like Tekken, that's about it. And Soul Calibur. Casually, I can't do it competitively. I'm not very good. It doesn't translate very well for me. FPS and racing though, oh.
Yeah, it's definitely like you gotta like sit down and like learn one fighting game, and then the rest of the genre comes pretty easily. Like 2D at least. There's a lot of just weirdness. It's absolutely a genre that feels like it was developed like in isolation from other genres. They're basically just arcade games until like 5 years ago. Pretty much. That's what the philosophy was in their development. So you just get these weird holdovers from that.
Hmm.
And then really weird, like, out of touch attempts to like draw a more mainstream audience. And it's just like really like, why did you think people would like this?
Movie characters, that's why.
Oh no, it's not even that. It's just like, oh, we made just like things that they think will like draw in a casual audience, but that it's so high level that like a casual audience doesn't even understand it. Like, hey guys, did you know that Street Fighter V, the tightest links are 3 frames? Like, you say that to someone, and they're like, what? What does that mean? Oh, the game has no content? Okay, no, but you don't understand. The tightest links are only 3 frames long. They're like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I started on Melee. That was like my first fighting game. And kid me didn't even know the level of complexity of that game. That still ceases to amaze people. This, like, in 2023, a game from 2001?
It was a launch. No, it wasn't a launch title, but it was the same year, I think. Was Dreamcast 2001? Sorry, not Dreamcast. GameCube?
Yeah, I believe it was. I think it was a launch title.
No. It came out like 4 months later, or something like that.
Oh, because like it was literally made in preparation for the GameCube's launch. I guess they were late, but they only made the game in 9 months.
Yeah, I feel like it was like really early 2002 or something. Let's see if I'm right on that. November 2001, I was wrong. Okay, no.
and then they had patches like literally within a month or something, like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There's probably not that many people with version 1.
It was like a week. Sorry, it was like like a month after the GameCube came out. That's what I was thinking of. GameCube was September 14th, 3 days after 9/11.
Wow.
GameCube time.
Maybe that's. I wouldn't say that's why it did bad, but that might be part of the reason.
I don't think that's at all why it did bad.
I mean, like, who's even thinking about gaming when it's like, dude, what just happened to the World Trade Center? I mean,
the smoke hasn't even settled.
Yeah, like, I know that's two completely different things, a video game console and like a tragedy.
Making an observation,
but yeah, like I think maybe, just maybe, it could have like turned off some casual white families from like being like, oh, video game console, because they were like, those damn terrorists. Fuck. Instead, Billy didn't. God damn, I can't. I need to concentrate. But yeah, keep going.
No story. You know, George Carlin.
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, really? George Carlin was like he was a big comedian, and oh god, he died sometime in the 2000s. He was like one of he popularized kind of the form of like political commentary in comedy, and a lot of people have failed to be as good at it as he was. And by the end of his career, he was just like really fucking just mad all the time and just like dour and had this really dark sense of humor that he developed. And he went and recorded a special on like September 10th, 2001. And it was called I Kinda Like It When a Lot of People Die.
Ooh.
And they couldn't release it. I don't think it's ever been released.
Damn. This is nuts.
Is the ghost you, or
It was an old record. Yeah, it's me though, yeah. It's my record in this track so far. I need to beat it by like 3 more seconds to get the platinum. I haven't seen an update in the chat in a while. I'm thinking most of my frequent viewers are probably left.
it's just you and me now.
Yes, we're the last ones. It's time for Fallout 5.
We're the last of us.
Oh no. I can't wait for it to be re-released like 10 more times in the next 10 years. I'll never play it. I'll never check it out. It's just one of those things that's like the more... I don't know. I guess it's kind of bitter of me to say, but because it's so popular and shit, and like people are like, oh my god.
Contrarianism?
I mean, I don't like being... Well, sometimes I like kind of playing that different angle. Like, well, I don't know. Because I remember when people... Like, I think I've mentioned this in a prior stream, but... When Max and like so many other friends of mine were super hype about Cyberpunk before it came out, I was like, wait until launch. And they were like, oh, prox.
Oh, I had a bad feeling
Yeah.
about Cyberpunk even before it came out. Like, I remember like a week before, I was like, there's like a non-zero chance this is like a total disaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I thought the same thing. Because
I was like, I was thinking about it, and my reasoning was, do you remember when the first trailer for that came out? Like teaser.
I believe I do. Yeah, I think. What was it about again?
2013.
Oh, wow. No, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, 13 or 14. It was like a purely cinematic, basically just proof of concept. Like, not even like it was literally a teaser. It was just, hey, here's a cyberpunk thing happening, and then no gameplay, no nothing. So I was already like, the game's been in development for like 7 years. Like, you don't spend 7 years in development if everything's gone well. It's like, it just doesn't happen. And I ended up being like my reasoning was wrong, but my suspicion was right. Like, yeah, it did come out super borked, but it hadn't actually been in development for 7 years. It was in development for like 2. Did you know that?
I suspected that.
They
Honestly.
did the classic AAA thing where they just dicked around with concept art for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Oh fuck, we got 18 months to make the game." And then
And they delayed it, and then they delayed it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's I'm gonna trudge up a quote of mine again. There's more leadership positions than there are good leaders.
Yeah, honestly, I agree.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's like, oh god, that was just, they didn't know how to organize a plan.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. I didn't want it to fail, but I definitely had that skepticism like months prior. Like I remember a friend, more of an acquaintance, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was like, dude, it's gonna be the best game ever. It's gonna be the best game, and it's like unironic, total excitement, which is cool. That's cool. But then the game came out, and I and a few other friends were jokefully asking him like, hey, what do you think? What do you think of the bugs? And he's like, what bugs?
Oh no.
And I'm just
my
like,
God.
oh no, the copium is so deep in his veins. It's like it's
supposed to
chronic.
be like that.
It is so chronic.
It's more cyberpunk the buggier it is.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's more of a simulation. The game is more of a simulation.
Seriously?
No, he didn't say that, but
Oh.
like I'm just trying to make like the most stupid argument, the most arrogant argument
It's like
ever.
a simulation of playing a shitty game. That's what it is. It's a commentary.
I gotta get some.
Capitalism.
Yeah, I gotta get some drink real quick. Be right back for a
Oh,
second.
hello, Mr. Sab.
Oh yeah, Sab, what's up, man? Hate to be
Where did you get up
it's like
to get a drink?
yeah, 2 minutes, guys, real quick.
All right. It was a pretty big oof. God, that's probably one of the biggest recent disasters. Did you know Cyberpunk was the most pre-ordered game in history? It was like 8 million pre-orders. That's so much money. What's that in assuming all those are in 6? Did they let you I'm assuming they had like a deluxe super ultra fart edition. I'm just gonna assume that was like all $60. Just the base price, like the regular version of the game, $8,480 million before, like, I assume cuts and stuff like that. $480 million before like the relative like Steam, PlayStation, Xbox shares and all that. I don't know how much that would equate to, but like, oh my god. There's I remember like one of the really funny things is that so when Cyberpunk launched, one of the big problems with it, like for the studio, for CDPR, was that the game did not ship in a what would you even call it? Like a compliance. It did not meet compliance. I don't know if everyone knows what compliance is, but compliance is basically what you have to do before you release a game. It's basically a set of standards that the console manufacturer requires of you before you release a game on their platform. And it'll be everything from like, oh, you need the buttons. If you're showing like, the X button on the PlayStation, it has to be showed in like a certain way. They have like a standard for their branding and all that if you're going to be displaying it in game. All the way to like, hey, does the game have a bug that bricks the console kind of thing? Because if so, no, you can't ship that. Hey, Prox, I'm talking about the Cyberpunk thing.
Yeah.
Is that why PlayStation gave refunds? Potentially. It might have been that. It might have been other PR things. But specifically what I'm getting at is that when Cyberpunk launched, it did not meet compliance checks. So there's like a whole compliance thing. It's actually, there's literally people, it's such an in-depth thing. There's like literally people whose job it is to check the game to make sure it passes compliance. If there's practically, it's like having a lawyer for a certain thing. So what you can do is that when they gave Sony and I assume Microsoft the game, it did not pass compliance. It did not pass the checks. And what you can get is you can say, hey, you can get what's called a compliance waiver. And a compliance waiver means that they say, hey, you're allowed to ship the game at the date that you set. And we're gonna go by the honor system, and we're gonna take your word for it that the stuff that you need to fix is gonna be fixed in that build of the game. Okay, we trust you. And I imagine that had to do with partially the fact that it had 8 million pre-orders. Were you aware of that, Prox? That Cyberpunk was the most pre-ordered game of all time?
I didn't know that. I knew they struck a profit before the game was released, and that was a red flag for me. It was like, wow, they have no incentive to make this game better.
So, that was probably Sony and Microsoft go like, okay, this could be it was a high-risk, high-reward play. But they were like, if it works out, we could make so much fucking money.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I saw a copy of it on PS4 at Walmart, and I almost wanted to buy it as a joke, but it was like $20, which it's not even worth $5 because of the way it runs on PS4. It's like 5 FPS.
So it did not, it released, still did not pass compliance. And that can only mean that, like, the next time CDPR submits anything, they're gonna get, like, extra scrutinized. It's already, like, super under the microscope of, like, a process, but they're gonna be extra hard on that as, like, a fucking punishment.
Good, man. They deserve it.
And yeah, it probably had to do with the fact that it probably influenced on some level them issuing refunds for it. It's not often that a game actually gets released on a Microsoft or a Sony system that does not pass compliance checks. That's also what, like, the Nintendo seal of quality or whatever basically means. It doesn't mean the game's good. It basically just means that it functions generally to, like, a certain very low standard.
It's a game.
It is a game. It's an executable, and it will run. It literally, like, that's it. It won't explode your console when you put it in.
Oh my god, I'm gonna stream 007 Nightfire for the next stream. Bet I will do it. It is such a funny ass game.
Is that the game? No, GoldenEye 64. That's the one. GoldenEye 64. They're trying to do a re-release, and it's this fucking weird situation that I don't understand.
But yeah, so 007 Nightfire. Yeah. I don't know what systems it was originally on, but there's a PC port that is on the Gold Source engine. Like
really?
Half-Life. Yeah.
Like official?
Yes. Officially by EA, I think, right? They did that.
Huh.
Wasn't it then that EA was doing 007 games? I forgot. Like, later on. I don't remember. I think they did the PC stuff or something. I don't know.
They did 007 Racing.
Okay, I'm not.
Okay, Tomorrow Never Dies. The World Is Not Enough. 007 Racing. 007 in Agent Under Nightfire. And Nightfire. Oh, Agent Under Fire and Nightfire. Sorry, Think of Nothing. GoldenEye Rogue Agent. Oh, that was the shitty remake. And From Russia with Love. That was the EA games. There's a character in James Bond called Lucifer Safin? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god, it's Rami Malek's character from Spectre. Or No Time to Die, whichever fucking... His name is Lucifer Safin.
This track used to be infinitely worse, and it was redone in the DLC that came out, and I fucked up anyway.
Did you see Sofet's comment?
Yes, I did.
Oh. Is your body ready?
Yeah, Reggie personally has to ask you.
Reggie, before you can submit a game to a Nintendo console, before you can release a game on a Nintendo console, you have to let me personally feel you up.
Oh my god. I fucked up instantly. That's so funny.
I won't be gentle, and you're gonna have a bad time.
But it's
that's
to
what
make
it
sure.
takes to be on the Nintendo system, on the Nintendo family of consoles.
I want to know the difference between a GameCube and a Wii so bad, like technically. I want to like sit down one day and literally look into it because I'm almost certain there's almost nothing. Like it's like pretty close. And nobody got mad.
Because it was like, I mean, they did not have a lot of budget. Technical specs. Ooh.
That Reggie guy always gave me the vibe that he killed the other Nintendo guy for power. I love that.
No, I don't want to see a Wii U.
I love how this stream, that's not happening, I don't care, but it's funny, like, some people are probably gonna show up and then stay for the conversation and not even the game that I'm playing. Need to wipe off my hands, man, god.
Let's see. The the Wii has, this is from versus.com.
Right.
Wow, a GameCube goes for more on Amazon than a Wii. That's interesting. Let's see. The Wii has 1.5 times faster CPU.
Okay.
Basically the same floating point performance, which is a measurement of the raw processing power of the GPU. About 40 megabytes more RAM. And let's see, 80 megahertz faster GPU clock speed. Those are like the main specs that I guess are important. So it is better.
Yeah.
But
it has full-size discs.
That's true also.
I didn't mind the GameCube disc small memes, but I feel like I ruined games faster as a kid because a scratch on a small disc like that is monumentally worse than doing it on a big disc.
Makes sense.
Like, I feel like the surface... Actually, oh my god, I don't know what I just did. I just ramped off that wall. That was insane. Probably need to focus. It's so funny that I could go brain dead while playing this fast of a game. Like, I just automatically fly through. Yeah, I do that, and I do that, and then I go this way.
That's how I would feel playing Toho. Like, if I was talking to someone, I could do so well at Toho.
I just fucked up really bad, and twice. Yeah, if I wanted to impress somebody with my epic gamer skill, I would show them me playing this and Dystopia. Probably. Any shooter, really, I could probably translate my skills. I have 1 health.
This is how our freeway should be in real life. This is what Elon Musk wants.
Yeah, this is the Tesla tunnel. Please, yeah! Oh my god. Can't believe I just did that.
That was crazy.
Super consistent, too. Oh my god. Hell yeah, man.
In the future, we are going to have cars that fly, and we're going to make highways, the Hyperloop, and it's going to have 5 vertical little loop-de-loops like Sonic the Hedgehog. You know Sonic? Yeah.
Yes.
And you're going to have to and we'll be putting weapons on the freeway. And I think that would really increase people's productivity. That's my Elon impression.
He's from South Africa, right?
Yeah.
In the future, we will have flying cars, and everyone will be too poor to afford them. As the German guy, whatever.
I really wanted to design the automatic self-driving vehicle because it's much easier. It's much easier to receive a blowjob from your secretary while you're driving if the car is doing it for you. I think in the future, my dream is that cars will just be moving blowjob machines.
Moving blowjob machines.
Won't even need my secretary to do it. Just get a robot. In the future, we'll automate whores, and I think that will be a better future for everyone.
I hope someone came in with no context at all, just on that statement. I'm playing Wipeout, guys. In the future, cars will be automatic blowjob machine. I love that. This is a pure tournament. It's even harder than a tournament because I can't use weapons. Or it might be easier, who knows, because I won't get nay-nayed.
Future. I wanted self-driving cars to be a place where I could meditate to get my mind off of the fact that I just shot my secretary in the head while she was giving me a blowjob. I don't know why I did that. I have this darkness inside of me.
Sounds like a Meat Canyon video.
Elon's such a genius, dude. He's trying to solve the common man's problems. This is so nuts.
Oh yeah, Mark I think is referencing, or Sylphet's referencing, the most ethical billionaire ever, and it's just a 4-panel thing, and the billionaire walks up, he's like, "Hi," and then he instantly shoots himself.
Like a Neil Breen movie.
Yeah, and then the people around him are like, "Wow, that dude is so cool. He's literally the best billionaire." Sorry if there's any billionaires watching my stream. I totally have no prejudice. For sure.
Please donate.
Please donate like $100,000. I'm sure you can afford it.
Yeah, if I could just recommend you, actually,
The seller.
Yeah, I was literally just about to link my Patreon.
Yeah, 100,000 a month, and I don't know, man. You could just have my channel.
I kind of wish we could go back to like a medieval style, where like it would be pretty brutal, but I think it would be like I would feel a lot more comfortable if I had the dream of like maybe I could just be like a funny, silly guy, and some noble could own me, and I could be his like funny, silly guy, and he'd just like clap his hands, and I'd come out, and that's my job, and then I get to eat. I get to wear a funny little hat.
Would you want to be a bard?
I guess that's one version.
I'd want to be like an alchemist.
Maybe like the court barter. That was a thing.
Wait, is it? How do you? Is that
there was
spelled?
at least like one person in history, like one like monarch who had a guy who was like his dedicated, like he would show up once a year and just fart for him, and he thought it was really funny.
Wow.
You know James Joyce?
No. Oh god.
The writer? the author of Finnegan's Wake. James Joyce, like this universally celebrated, like, master author, also had like an incredible fart fetish.
Oh my
And
god.
there's like all of these poems he wrote to his wife about how fucking awesome her farts are.
Fight all luck.
That is
They're like
gross.
super explicit.
That is so gross. Good lord.
Oh, I found this epic Reddit thread actually of this guy who, you know what a tulpa is?
Tolba? I actually don't
tulpa.
remember.
A tulpa is like a. It's funny. It sounds like a dish, but no. A tulpa is basically like an imaginary friend that you like hypnotize, delude yourself into believing is real, and can like visualize. And there's like this whole process of like creating a tulpa, and basically, there was this dude who at the time was not aware of it. He just kind of did this. Created this a basically a fictional cockroach woman who he was in love with. I should read from the Reddit post actually. Hopefully this won't distract you too much. So this was on the Today I Fucked Up subreddit originally. This was about 7 years ago. There's a thread that compiles all of them. It's called Today I Fucked Up by admitting to my girlfriend that I pretended she is a giant cockroach when we have sex.
What the hell?
Ever since I was a teenager, I have had very intense fantasies about having sex with a giant roach. It started in 9th or 10th grade when we read The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. Are you familiar?
Yes. Yeah, I've read that.
As I started to think more and more about the roach creature that the character had become, I started to imagine what it would be like if a woman turned into the roach instead. I found this idea very arousing. I would not be repulsed or frightened of her as the characters in the story are. I would take care of her. Then, my thoughts started to get sexual with the character. Eventually, I sort of dropped the bit about her having been a human woman first, and I kind of imagined this fictionalized roach species. They are giant roaches the size of a person and have complete intelligence. I kind of, over time, conjured up an imaginary friend of sorts. She was one of these roaches, and her name was Ogtha. I would fantasize about her often. Whenever I masturbated, I'd be imagining elaborate scenarios of me and Ogtha making love. When I started to have actual sex, I found I could not, perform if I wasn't thinking of Ogtha. So basically, now, anytime I have sex with a woman, I am pretending that she is actually Ogtha. Not just think about Ogtha, I concentrate intently to visualize that I actually am doing Ogtha. I don't want to think about the girl at all. There is only Ogtha. This dude sounds fucking amazing.
I knew Mark was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna be like, dude, that's so sweet of him. Like, oh my gosh.
Of course, this sex can never be as exciting as my fully imaginary sessions with Ogtha. There are things that her multiple appendages and antennae allow for that a human woman can never match. So anyways, I've been in a relationship with my girlfriend for about a year. 3 or 4 times I have tried to have sex with her and not pretend she's Ogtha, but I just can't do it. So essentially every time we have sex, I am imagining she is Ogtha. I finally confided this to her the other day, and I was blown away by her reaction. I thought she might take it a bit badly at first, but that she'd get used to it. No. I have never seen such a look of disgust before. Outraged is not an understatement.
Yeah.
She is not even returning my texts anymore. I am afraid she is actually going to break up with me. And also that she is going to tell people about Ogtha. I don't know how I will face anyone. This is going to sound silly, but I also feel guilty about feeling shame. As if Ogtha will be saddened by this, even though I know she is imaginary. No is in quotes. I just don't know what to do at this point.
But then he tells the internet.
5 years later, he makes follow-up. This This one is titled, Today I Fucked Up by Admitting to My Coworkers That My Wife Agtha is an Imaginary Giant Roach.
Oh my god.
Hello. 5 years ago, I submitted the story of me telling my then girlfriend that when we made love, I was envisioning her as a giant roach. And then he kind of goes over the backstory again. And adds this. You might think of the scene in Blade Runner 2049, which my original post predates, by the way, where the main character makes love to a prostitute, but his hologram girlfriend kind of holograms over the body of the actual person so he can pretend he is making love to his hologram. That is what it was like with me and Ogtha, but instead of a hologram, it was just my imagination. In the 5 years that have passed since this topic was posted, I decided to stop fooling myself, and I just committed to the love of Ogtha. I know she is not real per se, but in my head she is an actual personality, and I am in love with that personality. I don't care if she is a roach, or if she is imaginary, the love is real. Call me deluded, but it's harmless. It makes me happy. I have not had a real girlfriend again since that incident 5 years ago, but occasionally I have had one-night stands via online apps, with the understanding of it being one night in advance. One night in advance. And on these times, I always envision the woman as Ogtha, my sensual roach queen. That's epic. Now, I mean no offense to the women, of course, and even a gentleman once or twice. Parentheses, the many appendages of Ogtha make translation to human gender almost irrelevant. I just envision they are Ogtha. And no, haha, I have never confided to them about it. I learned my lesson. The thing about it, though, is that I became so in love with Ogtha that I married her, quote unquote. I even did a little ceremony in my living room. I recited my own vows, and she recited hers. I even went on a honeymoon, quote unquote, which technically you could say was a solo vacation to New Orleans for a week. But in my mind, Ogtha was with me the entire time. In my mind, I think of her as my wife. Now here's where I fucked up. I got so used to thinking of her as my wife in my head that a few months ago at work, I nonchalantly said my wife in some innocuous sentence. I think it was something like, oh yeah, me and my wife love that show, in regards to Chopped. So now everyone was asking me about my wife, because they had never heard I was married or even dating anyone. Everyone kept pestering me, wanting to know about her, wanting to see pictures. I became full of panic. I did the one thing I swore I would never do again. I talked to other people about Ogtha in real life. I wanted to. Oh, what the fuck is Silpet rating? Does fucking a cockroach count as bestiality? I don't think a human could fuck an actual cockroach in any way that was not destructive. Imagine your partner tells that to you. Get up to the fucking bug.
Schizophrenia, though, they know it's real, though. Like, they know it's not real. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to turn this into a sketch of dude telling his girlfriend during sex. Sounds like classic schizophrenia. Let's keep reading. We were at a team lunch, and I just let it all spill out. I told them about how, dude, you're at lunch with this guy, and you got, like, sandwich in hand. I told them about how I became enamored as a teenager with the Franz Kafka story, how my fantasy evolved into an actual imaginary entity with a personality, and how I slowly began to grow in love with her. What started as a mere sexual attraction to giant roaches blossomed into a whirlwind romance, and then she became the love of my life, and even though her existence was in my own mind. At first they thought I was doing a creepy joke, but I convinced them I was telling the truth. Well, they were afraid and disgusted. I have been a pariah at work ever since. Everybody steers clear of me. We used to have a good social life. Now Now people only speak to me for work-related reasons. Even working virtually now, nobody sends me a Slack message unless it is about work. I even heard a rumor that people went to HR, but they were of course told nothing could be done. Could you imagine that? Fucking Jeff from accounting is fucking a giant roach, and it makes me feel really weird. I have lost my good work friends because of this, and it is indeed jeopardizing my career because my bosses think I am insane. I have ruined my friendships and future career prospects due to my honesty. I am thinking of starting to look for a new job, although it is difficult in the current environment. I can start fresh elsewhere, though. No matter what, I will be staying with my wife, Agtha. For me, it is Agtha forever. If you must know, I do hope that even if I am an old man, that one day technology is invented to extract the Agtha personality from my mind and implant it into a real external body, either of a genetically engineered or a mechanical nature, and me and Agtha can then experience genuine physical connection. But if she must remain with me, that is fine. Her love keeps me warm on the coldest of nights.
3, 2,
Mark,
When I
why would you
look at-
send that?
When I look at the... What did he say? Yeah, you can like hold it and rub it along and just on it.
Oh my god.
When I want a future where you can have a cockroach wife. What? What'd you say, Yumon? I want a future where you can dream of a cockroach and the cockroach isn't a dream, it's real, and you can have sex with it. Preferably in your self-driving car, it can give you a blowjob. Taigen said you couldn't do... Oh, with a real cockroach. I guess you could, like, fuck a hole through it, I guess? Like a cockroachussy? Cockussy? You'd have to have a pretty small penis.
I had to
This is
mute for
playing-
like, what?
You're just playing fucking... In the background, you just keep playing the game.
Yeah, that's what the stream is, and then it turned into like a roach stream. I don't know, I don't know how this even started. I had to
Hey.
mute for a second, and then I come back and the first word I hear is penis. Like
Hey, we
literally
got one last part, one last section. A part 3 from like 1 year ago, and this compilation is from like 6 months ago, so it's about a year ago, maybe a little. Today I fucked up by telling my parents that I am married to an imaginary roach, my beloved Agtha. A few of you may recall some years ago I posted about my lovely Agtha. You can find in my post history. My new story requires an explanation of Agtha for those who don't know. I will try to be brief, and he goes on to describe it. The users of r/Tulpas helped me realize there is nothing delusional about this, and that indeed it is very possible for such entities to come into being. Oh my god, the schizo club.
Okay, that's pretty schizo, I'm not gonna lie.
I do hope that one day the technology will exist to extract Agtha from my mind and install her into an artificial physical body, but we are satisfied with our current relationship. I love Agtha, and she loves me. Some time ago, I married her. Now, from a strictly legal sense, no, I am not married per se. But for me and Agtha, we consider our relationship to be a marriage. I am devoted to her, and her to me. I revealed this to my coworkers, and it did not go well, but I thought my parents had a right to know. Last evening, I revealed to them everything about Agtha, and told them we were married. I even allowed Agtha to speak through me to them, so that she could finally meet
Oh
my
my
parents
god.
after only seeing them from afar. There's no details about what that means. There's no details. He just says she spoke to them through her, through him. She spoke through him to them. Jesus, okay. I knew my parents would find it unusual at first, but I thought they would come to understand and be happy for me. However, I fear they think me deranged. My mother actually cried, and not tears of happiness as I expected. They even encouraged me to seek counseling. I explained to them that what I am experiencing is real, and encouraged them to read through the Tulpa Reddit.
Oh my god.
It has created a very bad situation for me, and now I fear my relationship with my parents is quite ruined. They keep insisting I seek counseling and are threatening if I don't, they will no longer assist with my student loans and will not be welcome at Thanksgiving. I feel they are overreacting, but at the same time, I wish I had just kept my marriage a secret. I do consider it now to be a fuck up to have been truthful with my parents. They are in some ways traditionalists, and are simply not ready to understand how entities can exist without physical form and share a mind. It breaks my heart, but I wish I had been deceitful with my family. For the record, I will never divorce Agtha, and with our love, I know I can survive anything, but I wish I had never been truthful with my parents. What personality? I guess. I don't know, man.
I'm with them on that one thing. Being truthful to your parents sometimes is a really bad idea.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's
not good.
Sometimes you can keep stuff private.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's... You know, I could talk to, like, my dad about a lot of things. But, like... I mean, everyone has that. I mean, people with, like, good relationship with their parents are like, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about, like, my sex life with my dad or something. That's weird. One day this dude is going to show up to his parents with a robot version of a giant cockroach, and who's going to be laughing then? I wonder what's appealing to it about him. Because he never really explains that. Like,
I don't even really want to imagine it. I don't even want to.
If there was like a girl, for instance, who, like, you ever seen those like anime girl hybrids where it's like an insect girl?
No, but again, I don't even want to. I don't even want to go down that road.
I'll do it for you. And
I can.
Like, if he saw that, would he be attracted to it, or does it have to be like inhuman? Because that's like kind of anthropomorphized. Would that turn him on?
I don't know. BallisticNG, everybody, we played the game. We're playing zone mode. We're almost to level zone 7. There's a fly that like is stuck in here now. He's going to fly within.
His account has been suspended. What the fuck did he do? What? What fucked up shit happened to the I Love Roaches account? He's got some childhood trauma. Maybe he watched A Bug's Life when he was a kid. No, it was, he read The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka about the guy turning into a cockroach. That's how it started. That is, I do know that about, that sometimes, like, people with multiple personalities, it can be a result of, like, childhood trauma. Like, parts of their brain basically get, like, hung up. So there's just, like, a part of them that's, like, their brain just doesn't, like, move forward all at once or mature all at once, so they'll have, like, a personality that's, like, 5, which is when the trauma happened, or something like that.
Yeah, it's, like, frozen in time.
And, like, it's, like, a very weird, I guess, atypical kind of coping mechanism. Like, they'll have personalities that, like, fulfill different, like, roles psychologically for them, like caring and comforting and things like that. And it's just like, yeah, it's an interesting topic. But yeah, I don't know how tulpas quite fit into there. Maybe it's like having a stand, like from JoJo.
You're self-inserting.
You're self-inserting. Your cockroach insert. Your tulpa inserting. I was about to say your cock inserting. I was wait. Yeah, it's like he's not hurting anyone. He's probably fine. It seems like this is just kind of like a little quirk of his.
It's he's trying to explain as normal.
Yeah. He kind of loses me there, where he starts trying to insist that it's totally normal. I think he really got lost in the sauce when he got all this, like, affirmative stuff by, like, the Tulpa subreddit.
Yeah.
He starts talking about how, like, actually this being that I made up in my mind because of, like, a sexual fantasy I had when I was, like, 14 is is actually real and I can manifest it, and like that's where I feel like, okay, he's kind of like losing a little bit of the grip.
Hey, don't tell someone who says, oh, there's a voice on the radio, that there's a voice on the radio even though there's not. Like, that's really bad.
Yeah, like,
or whatever. I barely
to,
lost. God
yeah.
damn it.
If he was at least just realistic, like, yeah, it's weird, it's in my head, but hey, it makes me happy, and I'm happy, I'd be fine with it, but yeah. Hey, you know what they say, when you get lost in the sauce, look for the spaghetti. He's gotta look for the spaghetti.
I can't wait for, well, this probably won't happen, but for people to message me about like, hey, so I was listening to your stream casually, you know, and then you'll start talking about cockroaches for like an entire 35 minutes. What's the deal with that?
Oh, so if that's more of a praying mantis guy. There's a visual novel for that. There's a dating simulator for that. I actually own it because I thought it was funny. No other reason. I don't actually have a bug fetish. It's called Kokonoe Kokoro. Creature romances. And it's like anthropomorphized bug people, and the main girl is like a praying mantis girl, but she's in like a schoolgirl uniform.
There's this event where you have to get a time trial time with this really shitty cargo ship that has the worst handling ever.
Is it, or is that a different one?
This is it. This thing has insanely shit handling. It is insanity. Oh, God. This campaign I'm on is actually pretty cool because it's called Messino Island. It's the new one that came out 2 months ago, and it's like there's an ascension tournament and a descension tournament. It's all about going up the mountain and down the mountain.
Oh, cool.
This is the peak. Sorry, yeah, guys, we're talking about the game after 30 minutes.
Yeah, hey,
talking about roaches.
have I seen Moonfall? Moonfall.
Yeah, I think he's also gonna recommend Snowpiercer and Made in Abyss.
No, I haven't. Oh, is it a disaster movie? I can't handle disaster movies. They give me anxiety.
Oh, you'll love Made in Abyss then.
Oh, I did. I watched the first few episodes of Made in Abyss, and then I stopped watching it because I'm a fucking idiot. And I just drop things that I like. Oh, is it? Oh, is it like, wasn't this like a comedy or something? Or something like that?
I think I'm checked out of this game right now.
Oh, it is a Roland Emmerich movie. The Guy.
I'm gonna try this survival, and I think then I'm gonna stop playing the game.
I think Armageddon. I've also never seen Armageddon.
Same.
But instead of the meteor, the moon is going to crash on Earth, so they have to go kill the moon. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! Why you got to kill the moon?
Toxic.
What's wrong?
Spoiler.
Yeah. What's wrong with the? Oh, it's a movie about me crashing into the Earth.
Honestly, most disaster movies suck because the main antagonist is the effect.
It's the special effects.
Yeah, special effects are the main stay of the movie, and like when it comes to CGI, I seriously just don't care.
It's like, I mean, that's a classic form of conflict versus nature
Versus CGI.
versus man versus CGI.
Yeah. I like man versus machine the most, probably.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, self-inserting. Oh, God.
You're
Talk
manifesting.
You're manifesting? What is that?
We just. Oh, that's like manifesting is that like if you think it's real?
I'm not making. Why are we gonna reference the roach thing forever now? I'm not gonna do that. Like, oh, you're having an imaginary manifesting robot. I don't know.
My girlfriend and I do that back and forth all the time. Like whenever we say something and like the thing happens randomly, we go, "Dude, you manifested that." Like we found a wallet. She's on a big like Wallace and Gromit tear right now, and she was. We went to the thrift store randomly, and just sitting on the shelf was like a Shaun the Sheep, like DVD, and I was like, "You manifested that. You made that happen." So that like man versus bitch wife.
That's a joke, by the way.
That's
a joke.
My wife. I think my favorite, one of my favorite Norm Macdonald bits is he was on Conan one time, and Conan asks him. He had a book out. He wrote a book, and Conan asks him like. Because he's insisting that it's not an autobiography. It's just a book he wrote, even though it's like about him. But it's not a memoir. That's what he calls it. And he goes, if it was a memoir, I'd put in juicy facts from my life that nobody knows. And Conan goes, oh well, tell us a fact that no one knows about you. And Norm goes, well, I'm a deeply closeted gay man. And Conan just looks at him, and they've known each other for like decades, and Norm has like a wife and like a child, and Conan just looks at you and goes, what? He goes, yeah. You're a gay man? He's like, yeah. He's like, no. He goes, you're a gay man? He goes, no. And Conan just kind of, he's so confused, and Norm goes, I said I'm deeply closeted. He goes, no, you just said you're gay. He goes, no. I said I'm deeply closeted. Do you know what deeply closeted means, Conan? And it just turns into this like cyclical, like Conan being like, no, you just said you're gay. And he's like, no. I'm closeted. That means I won't admit it. He's just fucking with his head. And then like somehow he manages to transition it into like really hokey, like I hate my wife humor. Like very tacky, like kind of like oh, my wife, oh, she just gets on my nerves all the time. But now it has like this new context of like the reason he hates his wife is because he's in the closet and he's oh, it's such a brilliant fucking twist. Right. I fucking love Norm Macdonald.
I think the most like comedian thing I've watched in like the recent, weeks and all that has been Key and Peele. I don't know how much of them you've watched.
Oh, I was actually just watching a lot of them too.
Nice. Yeah, Sylphed and I watch a bunch together, and like, oh god, I still think the Darnell Simmons sketch is my favorite. It's so stupid.
Which one is Darnell Simmons?
It's the Rappers Confessing Concept album. That's what that sket's called. Yeah.
That one.
I think it's funny to me that somebody tried to make like a quote-unquote topic video on the song itself, and they assembled all the parts of the song in the video and pretended like it was like we were watching the music like topic video. It's so stupid. I thought it was so funny.
I love the fucking end of that bit where he's like already left the room, and the like investigator, he's listening to it. He's just, this is my this is my confession admissible in court. It's just so specific.
Yeah. But Darnell submits for sport. Come and get me. Ow, ow.
It was words, adjectives. No, what was it? Nouns. These are just words. Nouns, adjectives. They just happen to be arranged in a dope order.
I'm sorry, detective, but I ain't kill nobody. He just freaks out. Oh crap! Do not anti-cheat me, no.
I love the. Kat and I were watching the East versus West.
Oh my god!
All the names.
Waxon, Flaxon, Jackson.
Yes. Travarius Bipplethorpe or whatever.
Harvard University.
We fucking lost it at the one that was just like Demetrius construction noises, and it just opens his mouth. It's like a jackhammer sound for like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Louis
Jackson. What's the one that's like Harvard University?
DeVry University.
DeVry.
And he has like the most stupid facial hair. It's like a ring, like a circle around his mouth. It's so bad.
Fudge.
Fudge. And he doesn't even say what college he's from.
It's just he's representing himself.
Yeah.
He just walked in.
What a guy.
And then like the last version, I don't know if you've seen the like the third like part of that, which is like the view of the diss track.
Oh, I haven't seen the rap video one because there's 3 in total.
Yeah.
One of them's the Super Bowl one, and then the 4th one's the rap like song one.
Oh, I didn't know that one. I didn't know the Super Bowl one.
Yeah, there's 3 in total that are not the like diss track. Oh,
Yeah,
I just beat the map.
tracks,
Oh my god.
The diss track's great. I don't want to spoil it for you.
I think my favorite might be the player formerly known as Mouse Cop. It's just like a weird symbol I've never seen.
It's like the prince. Well, it's not the prince of it. Oh, Mouse. It's like his original name wasn't even normal. It's like Mouse Cop. Dan Smith. It's the one white guy.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, something like that. I like Dan Smith. Swordless Mime Town. Oh wait, you haven't seen that one, 'cause that's in the 3rd one. I beat it, oh my god! The only one I have left to do is the stupid cargo ship challenge, and then I beat the whole DLC, but I think I'm checked out of this game.
I gave an Uber. Sylphet says I gave an Uber ride to a basketball player once. I asked his name, and he gave me like 5 different names.
Love it.
Yeah, I was talking with my friend one time about like stripper names and how it's either like if it's a car or like a precious stone. Like Corvette, Diamond, Opal, Emerald. I don't know cars. Like,
Ruby.
and then she was telling me that she went to like her sister's college graduation, and there was like one person, and her name was like Crystal Mercedes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
What the
I know
hell?
how she got. I know how she got through college.
Yeah. What the hell, dude? That's wacky.
He was like, they call me Nico, but they also call me Baller, and they also call me by my name, Mike Lawrence.
I love that. Man. But yeah, you like this screen? You like this thing that I made? Epic? It represents the colors of BallisticNG.
Oh, oh, that looks really nice.
Yeah, so the BallisticNG screen, let's see if I can't get basically, if you go look at like the art for BallisticNG, it'll be in this like style. It'll have the white arrows, BallisticNG. It'll have like the blue, um, like squares. You can barely even see them because there's so much bitrate crunch bullshit happening because of all the lines and shit moving. And then they have these like warm orange lines that are wireframed around the ships. So that's why I made this custom thing just for this stream. Took me like 30 minutes, but yeah. Pretty cool. I like the arrows and stuff. Oh, the stream has a lot of likes. I guess people liked it. Nice. Thank you.
Oh, let me like it. That's right. I like you a lot, Prox.
Thank you. Yeah, we talk about roaches.
Talk about we use a roach stream.
Yeah, the roach stream. You guys like Pomper Roach? You guys like cut my knife into pieces? I love that song. My favorite song ever.
I saw a funny meme that reminded me of you.
What meme?
And it was let me see if I can pull it
Did I
up.
display it on the screen? On the stream?
I think it was on my Instagram. Hang on. The heck was it? Oh yeah, here it is. Rage Against the Machine is just Limp Bizkit for people who dropped out of college instead of high school.
What the fuck? It's such a weird joke. Like it
That reminded me.
Wow.
I'll fucking crop that and send it to you.
Wow.
What if the guy who wrote all that is Papa Roach?
Oh my god, yeah, the singer of Papa Roach has a wife that is a roach in his head.
Yeah, Ogtha.
Yeah.
This one's for Ogtha! And everyone's like, yeah! What are they talking about?
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I'm gonna display this on stream real quick. Very weird. I want to see how much this is bit crunched on the stream, actually.
Does that enhance the... actually, not too bad.
Yeah.
I love how he's like hanging up the the jumpsuit.
That is so weird, though. So is this implying that Limp Bizkit is for people who dropped out of high school?
Yes.
Like they're dumber? Whatever. Like even though it's not even really a measure of intelligence, like people drop out of school for many reasons.
I don't think
like
it's a measure. I don't think it's a measure of talent. I think it's just, the type of guy who drops out of high school.
Yeah.
How many high school dropouts we got in here?
I mean, I know a couple of high school dropouts, and some of them are like, wow, but then some of them are like, wow.
Some of them you can't tell, some you can really tell.
Yeah, like
it's like homeschooling.
I don't know many. I think I've known a couple of people who were homeschooled, but not like a crazy amount.
Yeah. That was the funny thing, is that in my high school class, there were two guys who were homeschooled for their like primary education. And one of the guys you could not tell. Like he was the most well-adjusted, friendly, funny, cool dude. And the other guy you could really tell. Like he would say shit that you're like, dude, what? Like I remember one time, I heard about this secondhand, but they were in it was like an English class with a female teacher who I loved. She was like one of my favorite teachers. And he basically just like out of the blue randomly said that our theology teacher had declared and told them that what was it? If a woman has an abortion because of rape, it's still her fault or something like that.
Wow.
Which is crazy for a couple of reasons. Because, like, one, that teacher did not say that. He just made that up. Two, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
And everyone just looked at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, everyone was quiet. It was so I was like,
uh
yeah, he would.
yeah. There's definitely a weird thing that I like think about where I've been out of high school for like a while, like a few years.
Mhm.
But I
Me
kind
too
of
at this
think
point,
about
which is
it.
weird.
Yeah, I kind of think about it though, where it's like, where are they now? And a part of me almost doesn't want to know, because like some of them were such like high talking, like fucking assholes who like really were having the time of their lives in high school and not giving a shit. But then like I'm kind of trying to imagine what they're doing now. And it's like a very weird feeling. Like wow, they're like complete losers now, probably.
I'm trying to. I don't know. I actually went to high school with a lot of cool guys. I actually really liked my class. Um, I feel like most of them also because like we're at the age where like I mean, excuse me, still technically like college age.
Yeah.
So probably not anything super crazy, but like yeah, I don't know. I had like a weird moment. It's probably like really unrelated. I visited my girlfriend on campus, or I went to her like a day of college with her basically. And I had this weird moment like while we were waiting outside one of her classes, and there was just like a bunch of and because she's in all theater classes, it's like a bunch of theater kids, and everyone's waiting outside, and and we were kind of off on the side, like making talking about some weird joke we had going. And for 1 second, I just felt like I feel like I'm back in high school again. This is so weird. This does
Yeah.
not feel like the real world. College did not feel like the real world to me, and it was really strange, especially because like I stayed in my room all day, so I don't even get where I'm coming from with that. I don't know if that was like your experience.
Yeah, that's yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna read what Silfa said. I used to think people who dropped out were just lazy, and as I got older, I realized how fucked up and sad it is that just that one parent can be shitty enough to just let their kids do it and not care, and two, that the kids who drop out are obviously not motivated for whatever reason, and they just need more help. Yeah, like I definitely don't judge, but in particular, I know that a couple of the people who didn't graduate, or one best friend in particular that I haven't talked to in a long time, um, they really didn't have to drop out. Like they really could have finished. Like they were completely
Yeah.
they yeah, I don't know. It was just kind
Was
of
it
out literally out of pure like I don't give a fuck about school, fuck it.
was it the
Like
public high school?
yeah, I only went to public schools. So
Uh,
um I mean I know how like I don't know I will say I have been to a private school for a little bit, and funnily enough the lunch and everything about it was worse than a public school.
no, it is like it's fucking really funny. It's weird because I've been I only went to private schools except for like kindergarten and preschool because my parents were like, "That's bullshit, fucking private kindergarten." So, uh, they sometimes feel like poorer than like
Yeah.
public schools. It's really weird, except for like the one put like, we got a new workout room, guys." Like the band still doesn't have like replacement instruments and shit. It's like
Yeah,
okay,
and like I remember in the specific school I went to, all 12 grades were in one building, and I feel like that was an
ooh,
insanely bad idea. Like you have
yeah, that's weird.
third graders in the same hallway as like 12th
Like
graders,
a
and
17-year-old.
yeah, imagine having a bully who's 2 grades like more than you like
It's
in
like
public
almost an
school.
adult.
Yeah, now you have a 7-year-old and an 18-year-old in the same building. Like, dude.
Exciting new opportunities for victimization.
Yeah, man, like it is such a bad idea. Do not ever do that. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Ugh.
Yeah. I did a K through 8, but they were kind of separated by floors. So like 1 through like basically elementary school, and the kindergarten preschool was in like a separate building basically. It was like one class. And then like the elementary school was like on one floor, and then the middle school was like the second floor, and it basically worked.
Yeah. I think there was like 2 floors on mine. I don't remember, honestly. Um, but anyway, yeah, I guess I'm probably gonna just end the stream now. It's been fun. Ballistic NG is a great game. I might make it like my casual, like I don't know what to stream, so I'm gonna stream it game. Because I want to use this overlay more, and Ballistic NG
Oh,
is a
it's a good one.
really, oh thanks. Ballistic NG is like a pretty good casual game, and I would definitely, I don't know, I want to get people interested in it. I feel like it's worth the attention, even though it's kind of a, I guess it's kind of a niche audience, like target. It's, I don't know, it's like a boomer game, but not in a shooter way. It's like a racer, boomer racer. I don't know. Um, oh yeah,
Speed
chill game.
race.
So yeah, it is a chill game. It can be chill or it can be insane. Like either way. But anyway, yeah. I thank you for being here, Taigen Moon,
Of
brother.
course.
The Taigen Moon, the seller on YouTube. Please check him out. He makes reality TV show videos. Not really. He makes like mostly gaming, boomer meme gaming.
That's so fucking weird. I'm gonna do a video on like a reality TV show.
All right, so I was right. So
You're right. You manifested that actually.
the screen is hypnotizing. I could watch this for hours. Wow, thanks. Yeah, I think this is cool. It's
It looks really cool.
I could break down all of the elements. There's not a whole lot. It's just um let me just ruin the immersion real quick.
Oh, go
Bam,
ahead.
bam, 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 and then uh yeah, there's like yeah. So let me watch it on the stream real quick. Yeah, let me watch it clear up. Let me watch the bits come back.
Yeah, it just happened.
So like one layer, so just a bunch of tiny lines, another one, tiny lines, but vertically, and then there's that line layer that's sort of opacityed a little bit. I kind of have it, it's like transparent and everything. That's going that way. And then I have the forefront one that's going that way in another direction. And then I have, oh, that's the old one. This boy, that boy, and then that boy, and then we have the, where is it? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Are you kidding me? Yeah, there's the song one. Yeah. Cool. Whoops, that's the, yeah, anyway.
Oh, you made a little thing. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I have it like a manual thing where there's like 10 layers of different song
Oh,
names. Yeah, I don't have like a read from a file thing.
I
yet.
just change what the text says every time.
Okay, yeah, I have it to where it's like hide one and then show the next, but that means every song that I play, I'm gonna have to like make a new uh card. It's annoying.
Hmm.
I actually kind of fumbled on it earlier, like I was doing it late or whatever, like pulling it up late, like oops, that's the wrong song. Hold on. But anyway, yeah, I am glad the aesthetics are good and it was a chill game. There's a lot of likes and stuff. A bunch of people showed up. Check out Taigen Moon on YouTube. This is a threat.
Do it.
Nah, but appreciate it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. I think maybe, yeah, face reveal. Yeah, maybe another time. But I think maybe the next stream would be either Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday. I'd have to see. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, we're going out now. I'm done rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
Gooby.